course, my internet's. All right, let's see. Is anybody in here right now? Let's see. I don't think anyone is right now, but people will start popping in, so we can still continue to talk about what we were talking about. We were talking about Shrek 5, right? DreamWorks.
Yeah.
How they didn't even. I don't know. It's just kind of like I know they played Forgotten Island. Like I maybe they considered that their DreamWorks portion of the panel, but I don't know. It's just like Shrek 5 is July next year. Like that doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not
surprised.
surprised.
It was odd to me.
Because also like it's not till next year, and I don't even like they started doing the voice recording, but Cameron Diaz has just finished doing her what was that, her press for the new Keanu Reeves movie. She just finished. And then you have Zendaya, who was there for Dune. She was not there to promote Shrek. She has like 5 projects lined up, and not even including the fact she just finished promoting Euphoria season 3.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire cast is kind of like scattered and really busy right now. So it makes more sense that they're waiting for more time.
I can't even believe the amount of money Zendaya is making.
Oh, she is the most
It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, like the number of projects that are high profile. Yeah. And now you just mentioned Shrek 5. I completely forgot she was in that.
She's in Shrek 5. She's in the Odyssey. She's in Spider-Man. She's in the drama. She's in Euphoria season 3. And then she's in Spider-Man. So I think
insane.
He will be the only actor this year. Her and Pattinson will be the 2 actors that have the biggest films of the year. Profitable.
She's easily going to get onto that top 10 highest grossing actors list at some point in her life. Because that's crazy.
Yeah. So, and what's cool about Haley Steinfeld, I was thinking about, is she will have her trilogy as well with the Spider-Man trilogy. She potentially could be in Doomsday. She has about probably maybe 2 projects coming out this year that are really big projects.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, definitely. Yeah.
Well, I will say before we continue, we'll go ahead and welcome everyone in. We're glad that you've taken the time to join us this evening as we discuss CinemaCon.
Yeah. Our first breakdown on CinemaCon, so this is very exciting for us. We've always been very long admirers of the convention, and so now we're actually going to be able to discuss it. Very exciting.
Yeah, which is exciting. This is our first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, first one is a group. I remember Raza and Hayden, you guys did some. I think.
Yes, I was just going to mention that. I still remember. I still remember when the Brand New Day title was revealed, the font, and I freaked out just over the font.
Oh yeah.
Man, awesome.
Doesn't feel like that was that long ago, but at the same time,
I know, right? Man. It's crazy, right? Yeah. But look how far we've come. We've started the Trinity now.
Yeah. When RDJ was announced as Doom, I thought about it yesterday. I was like,
oh, I know, right? Almost 2 years ago.
Like that wasn't that long ago, but it was.
Man,
it was.
It's wild how fast it's gone.
Yeah. Man.
I just realized this too. Can you actually believe that up until a year ago, we were still gonna get Doomsday like first week of May, like on May 1st or May 2nd?
Yeah.
Well, even then,
Doomsday would have been only like 2 weeks away.
Oh, well, originally we actually should have had Avengers by now because we were supposed to have King.
Oh, yeah, like original release dates. Yeah.
Anything that was never happened.
Yeah, there's like so many original dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we're going back to original dates, we should have had Batman Part 2 by now, too, because it was originally due October 1st, 2025, or
October 3rd, 2025. Yeah,
that sounds because it's October 1st now, but it's next year.
Yeah,
your birthday, Raza.
Exactly. It's my 27th present.
Nice. There you go, man.
I've never had a movie that I've been excited for to open even in the entire month of October. Like, there's never been like a huge, high-profile blockbuster event movie. That alone, a superhero movie, a Batman movie that I've been excited for. Like, the only other thing that I can think of was Black Adam in October 2022, which I actually still haven't even seen. But
don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. That universe is dead in the water.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why I'm very excited for Batman. Yeah.
By the way, they just confirmed Sebastian Stan is going to be. There was
Harvey. Yeah, and Scarlet is confirmed to be Gilda Dent. So they very much are going. I just saw it today, so it was in Deadline. So they are very much leaning towards the long Halloween story.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just I love it.
Have you guys read the book?
I
have
haven't.
not
I
yet. I
need
have not
to.
yet.
Similar
Okay,
to
it's
Woman of Tomorrow for Supergirl.
yeah, it's phenomenal. It's really honestly the only Batman comic I've read, and it's like so brilliantly written. You can see where all the influences from the Dark Knight were taken and the or were inspired from, and then of course the Batman as well. So I'm very curious how different it's going to be, because we've already had so many similarities in the Dark Knight in the Batman movie already. So I don't know. And the fact I also was saying, like, if it's taken 4 years for Matt Reeves to write the script, it's gotta be very different than the actual comic story.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's very much complex.
What's cool to me is that potentially we'll be getting a lot of Batman Part 2 actors at TIFF this year, because John Turturro, who was in the first Batman, is said to potentially be coming to TIFF, and Sebastian Stan has a big movie for the Fall Festival called Fjord, which is a drama. It's a foreign film, and it's set to be going all over the festival circuit, and if it does go to TIFF, which is highly predicted, you can expect I'll be there, because he's one of them. He also is insanely busy, because he just was nominated for an Oscar for playing Donald Trump. He won a Golden Globe for A Different Man. He was in Thunderbolts. He's in The Avengers. He's in Batman Part 2. He's in a lot of stuff right now.
I'm excited to see what Sebastian does with this, because like it's a very different role than what he's done typically. And so having it's really, again, the good guy kind of well, what's going on with our screens? I'm just noticing, like,
So our name tags
testing
are
out these
changing colors and fonts.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I was testing out these styles. I randomly came upon it, but
okay, cool.
It's interesting. Never mind. That was a little thing I just found. My bad.
No, that's cool. Okay.
I feel
no,
like
I
we
was
need
saying,
some
like,
kind of like new technical like bug, because it feels like it's been forever since we've got Roz's balloons. So we needed like some kind of technical bug to like throw in and spice up the stream.
Yeah.
Also, did we all see that video from James Gunn this morning? And I think they all filmed it on the set of Man.
Yeah, that was awesome. I loved it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Nicholas
felt so
Holt's
good
already
to see
shaved his
again.
head. He looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Man, I think did they start? I guess they started shooting yesterday, right?
Did they?
Yeah, they
I
started.
think
feel like they would have.
I think they were set to start shooting yesterday down in Atlanta.
They did, yeah.
Originally, my plans were for today. Remember, you were having that movie AMC meetup event for Supergirl. Oh, Hayden, are you doing a Supergirl meetup?
Yep.
Oh,
cool.
Okay. Awesome. I don't think I'll be able to be at that one. I plan to be at the Doomsday one, hopefully. So I definitely hope to be at the Doomsday one. As long as nothing crazy happens, I hope to be there. That was going back to like Man of Tomorrow. I know that was my plan for today, because when I went up in June, or trying to think back here, when I went in June of 2024 to go see the Superman set up in Cleveland, it was an amazing experience. And I know we talked about this briefly on the last stream. I know whenever they do on location filming for Man of Tomorrow, they've got to heavily lock down the spoilers.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully later this summer, whenever they do come to Cleveland or Cincinnati, because the film has been approved for tax credits from the state of Ohio.
Oh, that's good.
I hope the schedules work out to where I'll be able to at least be in the environment, even if I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Just like kind of, because I mean, I know I've said before, Cincinnati's only a 3-hour drive for me. Cleveland's like 4.5, but I can still make a day trip to Cleveland.
You know what?
I've done it before. So wherever they go, I'm excited to see if I'll be able to get in on the action in some way.
You know what I just realized that I would really like to see done, if they can figure out a way to do it practically, is if they can figure out a way to shoot Superman flying on location in like the downtown area type thing.
Yeah.
Like how they've done with Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And of course Toby and Andrew as well, swinging around the actual New York area. It would be cool if they can figure out a way to get like David Cornswet or his stunt double or whatever on like some wires or an interesting crane or something. Like that would be really cool, like to see, like from a bystander type of point of perspective, like, oh wow, there's Superman, like kind of in the air kind of type of thing. That'd be cool. Yeah. Because seeing that Spider-Man footage that they filmed in for A Brand New Day with the practical swing that Tom was doing, then the stunt double, that was phenomenal. That was the closest like to actual Spider-Man in real life, it felt like. So I really love that.
Yeah,
it was awesome. All right. Well, should we go ahead and hop into the CinemaCon discussion then? I know we've kind of got a
Yeah.
little
absolutely.
but were there any
What I
panels
did-
that stuck out to? Were there any panels that like stuck out to you guys, or any announcements that you guys were wanting to talk about first?
Yeah,
It's up to y'all. I wrote down on my Google Docs, so I did not write down Paramount and Disney, but I did write because
that's what I remember, the Paramount stuff, and I remember most of the Disney stuff. So I feel like that's good. Yeah.
I wrote down Studio Canal, Sony Pictures, Toho, which is Godzilla, Neon. I wrote down Neon, Warner Bros, Universal, and Amazon MGM. They have some interesting things. So,
I think maybe let's start with Paramount, since it's like one of the smaller announcements. Like there's only like 2 or 3 to talk about. So let's start with the big one for Paramount, the one that we're all pretty much all excited for, Top Gun 3.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm glad we don't have to wait 36 years for the next one like our ancestors did. So that's
that's right. That's right.
Definitely excited to see.
Oh, cool. Dude, that's awesome.
Nice. Heck yeah, man. I have my shirt too.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I've got it. Oh, well, I was going to say it's kind of hard to get to, but I have like my VHS cart down here. I've got the original VHS, which is cool. I've also got I would be wearing my Top Gun shirt, but it is Superman Day. So,
it is. Yeah.
That takes top priority.
I think I think the script is going to be done pretty much this year, because Jerry Bruckheimer gave an update on it before CinemaCon. He said like that it was pretty much like between Pirates and Top Gun. He was asked like which one is ahead. He's like Top Gun is almost done the script, and they're expecting to receive it shortly. So so I really think like that's going to be in this year, and then we'll probably get an update on filming and stuff at the next CinemaCon, because I don't think filming will start till like summer of next year at the earliest, because I don't think it will be out till probably 2028, 2029.
I think it's also Tom has Miami Vice coming up, so we'll
he's
see.
Not confirmed for that though. Like he's not. I've not actually seen a actual official like he's in it. Like I do believe he's in it as of right now, but I'm just saying like I don't think it's made official yet.
Because then he's going to be doing the press for Digger all the remaining of the year, and then after that wraps, they probably will go into production for Top Gun 3. But
it is interesting. It is interesting because we don't really know what is next on his list, because he originally had that movie with Ana de Armas and Doug Liman that was like Deeper, and it was supposed to be with Warner Brothers, I think, but they couldn't get the money for it. It was a crazy budget that they were asking for, so it's basically in limbo at the moment.
F1 2, the F1 sequel apparently.
I mean, there's also that. Days of Thunder 2. And then there's Edge of Tomorrow 2.
That brings me to my next question, like regarding the F1 sequel and then Top Gun 3. Is Joseph Kosinski attached as director? I think, or
for Top Gun, yes. For F1, I'm not sure yet.
And I think Christopher McQuarrie's writing the script again. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. For Top Gun, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy Superman Day.
Happy Superman Day.
Appreciate you joining.
I woke up a little early this morning, little earlier than I wanted to, and went up to my local comic book store and swept all the free Supergirl comics they were giving.
Awesome.
So very excited about that.
I was going to mention that F1 won't be getting we won't see that for quite some time, because with Top Gun, that film came out 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Whereas an F1 just came out last year.
Yeah. It'll be a while.
So they've had a lot of time to talk about it, whereas in this film is not even a year old.
No.
So it's going to be quite some time until we see it.
Yeah.
Especially
that's okay.
With F1 being filmed, like, what was it, like in 2021? Ish, and they had like all this time to it was filmed a long time ago, and it just came out. So they whenever they do get everything underway for the sequel, like it's going to take a long time for them to be able to craft something of that magnitude.
Absolutely.
The way that they did with the first one, because I thought the F1 was great. It's going to take a while for them to get everything underway with that. I think we will see Top Gun 3 first before we see F1.
Me too.
We also have to remember Pictures had announced World War Z2. He has the Avengers.
Yes.
He has
Was that with Paramount as well?
Right.
Yes.
He has.
Yeah. Okay.
There's also the Avengers of Cliff Booth that's still coming out. He has that Ocean's 11 film with George Clooney he's working on. He has a new film with Edward Berger, the director of Conclave, that's supposed to start filming soon. He has The Riders coming out this September, so he's going to be packed for a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know with his schedule where they're going to fit in F2.
Right. Yeah. The World War Z sequel, that came to us as a surprise to me.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's
Which
been like 12 years.
Because he got
I've not
canceled
seen
a
the
couple
original,
years
but it
ago.
definitely felt like
Me
the
neither.
older movies get, the more it seems like there's never going to be a sequel to them. But I guess that kind of makes that statement false with things like Top Gun, with things like, I know we were talking about Goonies 2 before we went live. So I mean, definitely was kind of a out of left field announcement, but definitely a welcome one, because I've not seen World War Z. I need to, but
me too.
Definitely seems like it would be a good announcement for Paramount. I will say another Paramount announcement that I knew had been in the making, but no real news had ever had come out of it in a few months, and that is David Cornsweet. Since we're talking about like Superman and all that, David Cornsweet's new project called Mr. Irrelevant. Which he's co-starring in with, I believe, is Isabel May from not Yellowstone, but 1883, Scream 7, and Young Sheldon. That looked like her in that one picture, but at the same time, that kind of throws me off, because I know because like Isabel May's like our age, and David Cornsweet is like 10 years older, I think. Which, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely like was an interesting thing to think, like, is that Isabel May? But definitely, I know nothing about John Tuggle, who David Cornsweet's playing. All I know, just reading the plot synopsis, is that he was well, as the title gives away, Mr. Irrelevant in the 1984, 1983, somewhere in there, NFL draft. Never heard of him. All I know is that
me neither.
David Cornsweet's in the movie, so I'm like, hey, Superman, awesome.
Yes, Superman, David Cornsweet, football, I'm in.
Well,
I know people were talking about whether or not David Cornsweet would be cast in Top Gun 3. I think that would be interesting.
Dude, I'd love that. I would love that. Because he was so good in Twisters, for a different role. I really liked him in Twisters. Yeah. That was.
Have you guys seen Pearl?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Pearl, that was the first project I ever seen him in, and I did not know. Obviously, what is it, Hayden?
Oh, I was just saying, you said Pearl, right? Pearl and X, I'm not a huge fan of, but David Cornsweet's
I've not seen
Pearl.
X. I've only seen Pearl, but I know the trilogy.
If it wasn't for Pearl, James Gunn would have hired David Cornsweet.
True,
because he watched that movie and he said, I watched Pearl, and that's what got me to get David, because if it wasn't for that movie, he wouldn't be Superman.
Right. Yeah. That was the first thing I'd ever seen him in, and I saw it in theaters in 2022 when it came out. Obviously, didn't know who he was at the time, but then I think in June of 2023, when the casting news came out for Superman, they were like, "Oh, David Cornsweet from Pearl," and I'm like, "Who?"
What's funny about that is when that film went to TIFF, I had a couple of friends who got pictures of David Cornsweet, but nobody wanted photos with him because they had no idea who the hell he was.
Yeah.
And then Superman comes out, and they're like, "Oh, that's why you talk to all the actors, because you don't know what they'll go on.
You don't know who they're gonna end up
You
being.
have no idea."
Exactly.
So same with Mia Goth. She also did the X trilogy. Now she's going to be in Star Wars with Ryan Gosling. So anything can happen. Another project by one of the co-stars of Superman that got announced at CinemaCon is How to Rob a Bank with Nicholas Hoult, the new David Leitch
stuff. Right. Yeah.
Which has John C. Reilly, Nicholas Hoult, Pete Davidson, and it's about a bunch of robbers who post their robberies online and basically taunt the police, and it's kind of like a Robin Hood-esque heist thriller action comedy, and it's in the same vein as Bullet Train, Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, all of those films. David Leitch. He also directed the first John Wick. So,
David Leitch is awesome. Yeah,
he's a fantastic director, and that film was announced. Holt was not there. Not surprised, because he's in Atlanta shooting tomorrow right now.
Right.
But so there's a lot of good projects coming out.
Yeah, David Leitch, he's definitely been one that's on my radar for a few years because I've not seen The Fall Guy yet, but I absolutely loved Bullet Train. I went into Bullet Train with moderate expectations.
It's so fun.
Holy crap!
Yeah. I'm actually the opposite. I've seen Fall Guy, but I haven't seen Bullet Train yet.
Oh, Bullet Train's so good.
Yeah.
Bullet Train is
so good. Avengers Doomsday will be awesome.
Yeah, apparently we're getting second Bullet Train. Huh? Hey, Luke, haven't heard from you in a while, man. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining.
Good to see you, Luke.
But
what'd you say about Bullet Train 2?
Bullet Train 2.
Apparently,
I read that somewhere. Apparently,
they said, I feel like they said something about it, but I don't know if anything's come of it.
I mean, would rather have what's it? The two hitmen that are in the film. I forget their character names. If they made
Tangerine
a prequel,
and Peaches or something.
If they made a prequel of those two characters, I would watch. I would watch that all day.
Lemon and Tangerine, yeah.
Lemon and Tangerine. If they made a prequel of those two characters, that would be fantastic. But no,
that would be great.
I love Bullet Train, but it's basically Pulp Fiction on a train. It's still fun though. But David Leitch has some really fun movies. The Fall Guy was a fantastic honor to the stuntmen and women. What's funny about that is they kind of manifested the best stunt Oscar after that film came out, because the entire movie of The Fall Guy is basically give stunt people an Oscar. Mm-hmm. And then after that film came out, they finally took it seriously and said, in 2029, we'll finally add it to the Oscars.
Yeah.
So, which is nice. But David Leitch's films are fantastic because he was a stuntman for over 20 years, so he knows how to make great fight movies.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think so. Let's see, Top Gun, Mr. Relevant. I think the only thing left from the Paramount panel that I can think of is Call of Duty, which comes out June of 2028 with Taylor Sheridan either producing or directing. I know I mentioned a while ago. I don't remember which one he's doing, but the fact that he's attached to the project leaves me optimistic that it will be at least decent. I don't expect it to be like a warfare type movie, especially with it being an adaptation of a video game, which are very hit and miss anymore. It seems like. But Taylor Sheridan's name being attached to Call of Duty and knowing his past body of work, I know I've mentioned before, I love Yellowstone, the show. And of course, he's got other hits out like Tulsa King and Landman and all that. And of course, his prior film work, like the Sicario movies. I'm very interested to see what he contributes to Call of Duty. Very interested to see the casting that comes out of it, because I feel like the casting is also going to be what makes the movie either a hit or a bust. Because that's, I know I talked with one of my friends the other day. He was saying if they got the voice actors from the games, it would be
that'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
But I just know that will likely not happen. They're going to attach a Glenn Powell,
you never know,
or a David Cornsweet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe not David Cornsweet.
Glenn Powell would be
Mr. Relevant, and then
he would be
possibly Top Gun 3. Paramount can't oversaturate him, maybe,
right.
but those kind of actors
are
going to be the ones going out, like Alan Richson and things like that. They're going to be the ones that are going to be sought after for.
It would be great to call.
I could see John Krasinski getting added in.
I was just going to say that. I just thought of John Krasinski
because he was in 13th Hour and he was Jack Ryan. He's done some great action film projects.
Absolutely.
So I wouldn't underestimate Krasinski if they ever.
I just thought of him. That's so funny.
And all those are past Paramount properties too. So
yes, that's true.
And he's working for Fireplace right now.
Yeah.
I was also going to say, by the way, if you like Taylor Sheridan, one of my all-time favorite films done by him is Hell or High Water.
Okay. Yeah.
Hell or High Water is a phenomenal film.
That's one I've honestly been meaning to watch that for so long. I don't know why. I've been wanting to get to it.
It's basically about two brothers whose mom is sick, and the bank's going to foreclose their property, so they rob a bunch of small-time banks to raise a certain amount of money to keep their land. And that's the whole reason they're doing it. And it's Chris Pine, it's
Josh Brolin,
Ben Foster, and Jeff Bridges. It's fantastic.
Jeff Bridges or just Josh Brolin? I thought it was.
It's Bridges, it's Chris Pine, and it's Ben Foster, and it's a semi-western.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, And I was also going to mention for Paramount, they also revealed the first trailer for Sonic 4.
Oh, yes. They did. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They did.
No, wait, they actually got a trailer, or was it just
they
like
got
the
a
title
trailer.
reveal?
They got a trailer.
Interesting. I did not see that part, but
A Quiet Place Part 3 they talked about too. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't see anything about that. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I think they briefly talked about it. I don't know if John Krasinski was there. Maybe he sent in a video, but I love the Quiet Place movies. Those first two, dude.
Yeah. The first two, yeah.
The first one is like a near masterpiece. I'm not I liked the second one, but I wasn't like as fond of it as I was the first one, and then I still need to watch Day One.
Day One's fantastic.
Day One. I personally was not pleased with Day One. It didn't work for me. But I liked the first two. Yeah.
I think
two. Yeah, go ahead, Darren.
I was just gonna say, I think Day One's cool because as much as I like the Krasinski and Blunt characters, is that it's cool that they're trying to broaden the world so they can fill in more of the gaps of what's going on besides these two characters, because they need to show more of the world because it will get repetitive if they don't. And the person who directed that movie, he's doing the new film with Hugh Jackman called The Death of Robin Hood, which comes out in June.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Written and directed by the same guy.
Interesting.
And I also thought, regardless of how some people may have thought of Quiet Place Day One, the cinematography, the sound design, and the just the technical aspect of the entire film was fantastic.
No, it was very much on a technical level. Yeah.
But the Call of Duty, by the way, will be the first video game film. They're starting to develop more video games films, I've noticed, because in the last 15 to 20 years, it used to be a big thing where video game films were not good movies.
Right.
And after Sonic and Mario, they're financially they're really doing well. So they're going to keep.
Yeah, they have been.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been campaigning for years for a Red Dead Redemption 2 movie, but I know.
Honestly, I think that'd be very cool. I've never played the games, but I know I've seen the trailers, I've seen the footage, gameplay, and everything. I think that'd be really cool.
It's a perfect
Red Dead Redemption, if done right into a movie, could be a Western map.
And I think Carl Urban was kind of petitioning him to play one of the main roles.
Yeah. They were to cast that. The person who played the old cowboy would have been Clint Eastwood. They could have gotten they could have gotten Chris Pratt if they wanted. They could have gotten Jack Black even said recently in an interview that he would.
Yeah, I saw that too for Jack Black. He said the same thing. Yeah.
Anyone who's played the game, it's the story wise is the best video game ever made.
That's what I've been hearing. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I think last up from what I remember for Paramount is something that I'm personally very excited for is not so much the movie, but more so who's in it, is Johnny Depp's big return in Ebenezer: A Christmas Carol. I'm very excited for that. It's also got Sir Ian McKellen, who's playing one of the ghosts. So I quite like. Yeah. He just had an interview just last week, and he was he just finished filming, and he was with Depp, and I can't remember who else is in it, but it's a pretty good cast. And again, just the fact that it's Johnny's kind of big Hollywood first movie in so long, I'm happy for him.
Ty West is directing that, right?
Is he?
It's Ty West.
It is? Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought there was a different movie, but yeah, no, that's the one. Yeah.
What's interesting about that film with Ty is as much as I want to see it, and I'm glad Johnny's getting work because he hasn't been in a mainstream film in over almost 10 years now, is that there is another film that's also a Christmas Carol that's in development with Willem Dafoe and Robert Eggers, and they're going to be doing a take on A Christmas Carol with Willem Dafoe playing Ebenezer. And I'm telling you now, if Werewolf does well financially, which it will, but it's going to be very tough because it comes out right around the time of Dune and Doomsday, which is going to suck. And then everyone's going to say the film's terrible, nobody saw it. It's that's not true. It's because it came out right at the time that those two massive films are coming out, which is unfortunate. Right. But if that film does well, because that film also is supposed to be distributed by Warner Brothers, and because Nosferatu did so well and made over $200 million, they're at the point now where Eggers can do anything he wants and they'll greenlight it. Yeah. So it's kind of
November though, right? Is it coming out in November?
Werewolf comes out December.
Oh, you're talking about Werewolf. Oh, I thought you were talking
Does it-
about Ebenezer. Ebenezer is November. I
Yeah,
think.
Ebenezer's November.
Yeah.
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 Does Werewolf come out like the
Mad
same?
Forest.
Does Werewolf come out the same day as Dune and Doomsday, or is it
No,
like December?
No, it's Christmas Day, I think.
It's
It's
Christmas
the
Day.
Oh, okay.
It'll be the
It's
same day
like
as Jumanji Open World.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Mr. Relevant.
Oh, that also comes out Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Oh, love it,
Oh,
man.
Mr.
That's awesome.
Relevant.
Yeah.
Wait, hold
Yeah, I
on.
got actually.
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
need to get the board game. I need to get
Yeah.
the board game.
I have
get
it. Yeah.
sucked in.
Oh,
I
I don't
get
have
sucked
that. I don't have that version where it opens up, but I have like the other board game version of it. But that's really cool that you have that one. I love that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Relevance this year? Really? I didn't know I had a.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I
I was
didn't know
gonna
I
say
had
here
a
on my
release
VHS card, it was easily
The original,
Nice.
nice man. I didn't know it was this year. I thought it was gonna be like maybe next year or something.
No,
I didn't know
it's this year. I have it on my
Is it Christmas Day? Is it gonna be
Yeah.
Christmas Day? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we're
I didn't know
getting Jumanji, Werewolf, and Mr. Relevant all on Christmas Day. Because
I feel like it's interesting that we've been getting like at least the last couple years we've been getting a football movie around Christmas Day because wasn't there that movie with who's the guy who plays Shazam again?
Zachary Levi. Yeah,
There was a football movie. Yeah, there was
Yeah,
just like a couple
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago.
my favorite.
Wait,
And then there was that movie
Football?
with Michael Chiklis. I know it wasn't Christmas, but it was last
The
fall, right?
Senior. Yes,
The Senior, another football movie.
Jumanji
Yeah,
Open World first trailer expected in May or June. Yes, that
I can
sounds
see that.
right. I know the next level
Yeah.
trailer came out like summer-ish. So yeah,
And
that
Welcome
sounds
to the
right.
Jungle did too. I think.
I would say that there will be we'll get an official trailer for Jumanji Open World attached to Spider-Man, likely
yeah,
since
easily.
they're both
Easily.
Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be. I'm trying to think of like the brand new day trailers. We'll get Spider-Verse, Jumanji, Avengers.
Yeah.
They'll all be piled onto Spider-Man.
We got Angry
Yeah.
Birds. in
My
Christmas
favorite.
too, I think.
So I was gonna say my
No, Angry
favorite.
Birds is January.
We're also getting for the last almost 4 years straight now, 3 to 4 years, is a Timothy Chalamet film every December because
Yeah, I remember we mentioned that in a couple
2023
streams ago. Yeah.
23 we got Wonka, 24 Complete Unknown, 25 we got Marty, and 26 we're getting Dune,
Yeah.
and they're all in Christmas
Yeah.
for the last 4
Interesting.
years.
It almost wouldn't be Christmas if we don't get to
Yes.
see
Timothy
Timothée
Chalamet.
Chalamet. Yeah.
And obviously, Dune Part 3 will break the curse for me because Wonka. I
I thought it was fun.
I was okay with it.
I've
And
not
then
seen it
Complete
yet.
Unknown. It was
Also not
okay.
seen it yet.
Marty Supreme. So Dune Part 3, I think is
Marty
gonna break.
Supreme was awesome, man. How did you not like it that much?
The thing with me is I want to root for a character. And because he's a total
Tool.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
could not pick
I'll say
The story too, it's a ping pong story, but it barely focused on the ping pong aspect of it. So I'm just like,
Right.
There was
I don't-
a lot of
Beautiful.
uncut gems that
performance
funneled
was great.
into it, which
That's
is
what-
surprising that since it was Safdie that
Yeah.
did it.
There's a lot of
But-
films though that you don't need to necessarily agree with the main character in order to enjoy it. Like for instance, this is exactly what you just said. Uncut Gems I felt was a lot better of a film. Same with Good Time. Because a lot of those directors love making films about unredeemable people and just constantly screwing up their own situation, making it gradually worse and worse. But no, after Dune, same with Tom Cruise. After Dune, I'm excited to see what Timmy does after that because he's been working on Dune since 2021. So after that, Timmy's kind of a free agent.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what he does because he's at the prime of his career right now,
Mhm.
and he can do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, and the thing is, apparently I was going to mention before I forget, to everyone here, there's going to be a 70 millimeter presentation of Disclosure Day. And I don't know in which participating theaters. I don't know when the tickets will be released. I don't know any of those details, but I do know that will be happening.
That's awesome. I hope we get it. I highly doubt it. But
Yeah.
They probably won't be anywhere near me again because I know
No.
I mentioned on the last stream with the Dune tickets, the closest 70 millimeter theaters to me are both 5 hours away. There's
Wow.
the Indiana State Museum in Indianapolis, and then Opry Mills in Nashville. Which I do say I will say I've been to Nashville, love Nashville. If I had to pick either or, I'd go to Nashville, but still 5 hours away.
That's long.
Unless
long.
I'm in the area,
Yeah. The only movie you're gonna have to do that for is for sure the Odyssey if you can in July. Like,
I hope to see because the like a regular IMAX for me is only 2 hours away in
okay, that's still better.
So
that's still okay.
That's where I went to go see Superman in early access. If I can, I'll go see the Odyssey there. And if they do Supergirl early access, I'll probably go see that too because I know Supergirl is filmed for IMAX as well. So I mean, I definitely it's just like inconvenient not having an IMAX closer, but I'm thankful that I at least have one that. And I will say I felt that way today, not to get too off topic from CinemaCon, but I felt that way today going to the closest Regal near me, which is 45 minutes away. I went to the closest Regal near me to see Rugrats in Paris. And on my way there, I'm like, am I really doing this? Like, I'm in the car by myself, and I'm just like, am I really doing this? But I had a good time. It's a childhood classic, and by the time I left, I was like, I'm glad I came. And even if I was the only one in the theater, which I was.
Oh, wow.
So, I don't know, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. All right, so Paramount
I think we can segue. We should segue into Warner Brothers since we were already talking about Dune. So let's segue into Warner Brothers.
I was just going to say the most anticipated for Hayden, obviously that got announced, was Cat in the Hat because we need to talk.
I
saw
the trailer earlier with Rugrats. It looks.
Oh, really?
Apparently, we're getting a second trailer next week.
That's exciting. We have to break that down.
So I hope it's.
Better
trailer. I heard that. So I watched John Campia's stream that he did.
I saw that too. What he said,
and he said it does not look great. And I'm like, oh please, just let this next trailer be better. And I don't know.
I have no hope for that movie. I don't care how much I love Bill Hader. I have no hope for that movie.
Warner Bros. Give us Austin Powers 4 instead of the fact that y'all have Cat in the Hat releasing before Austin Powers 4 and Goonies 2.
Well, if
boggles my mind.
for Austin Powers 4, I mean, if Mike Myers is currently doing voice recording for Shrek 5,
say what you're going to say, but I have something to say after because I just thought it. Say what you're going to say.
I was about to say, I mean, it seems like he's currently tied. Like Austin Powers 4 development probably won't happen until Shrek 5's voice recording is finished, because then Mike Myers will be available.
About that is I saw an interview, and y'all can find it too. I forgot what the video is called, but I could easily look it up. He had an interview last year, I think, or something like that, where these interviewers asked him about Shrek 5, and he was like, oh, I can't say anything about that. And then they asked him about Austin Powers 4, and he said, same situation. I can't say anything about that. And I was like, okay, if Austin Powers 4 was not happening, say Austin Powers 4 was not going to happen at all, he wouldn't say that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? That's true, right? He wouldn't say that. So when he said, oh, I can't say anything about that,
he missed the opportunity to say, yeah, baby.
Dude, my mom put on the original Austin Powers the other night. It is one of the greatest movies ever made, dude. It is so... I can quote it ear to ear.
I've got the Blu-ray box set down here somewhere.
I
have the Blu-ray with all three of them in it.
He's always in Toronto. He's always here promoting something. Oh, I know so many people that have met him.
He's great.
He's so approachable. Yeah.
He's a family man too, I think.
But yeah, no, for sure. But the thing is, though, is when Shrek got announced, I was more surprised it didn't get announced sooner because that is, at least for my generation, the most significant animated character ever for my generation, because like the cultural phenomenon that character went on to have, like with the merchandising and the rides and the movies and the tie-in, all of it. Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised they're making a fifth movie. And you can
25th anniversary re-release next month.
Yeah,
so, I'm excited for that. I hope I can see it.
Seeing Shrek 2 in theaters when it first came out. Like,
me too.
I remember all of these films coming out, and they're huge. They have Shrek raves in Toronto here. Okay, like they're massively popular films, and I'm not slightly surprised they're making another one. If anything, I'm surprised it took them this long. And because they've made a ton of money. And this funny thing is now there are people who saw in theaters who now have kids who are showing their kids the films, and now that those kids will see the fifth film as their first Shrek movie.
Yeah.
It's DreamWorks' biggest like IP.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, easily.
No news on Madagascar 4 either.
No.
Is Madagascar 4 happening? Or is that another one that's rumored?
What's his name?
Tom McGrath?
Tom McGrath. He posted that update like maybe a couple months ago now, saying they're talking about it, but also talking about Sony Animation. No news on Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs 3 either. I mean, like, I know back in 2023, I think it was Phil Lord who said that they had a script. It was titled Planet of the Grapes, which I freaking love. That title is genius. And the SAG-AFTRA strikes happened, and it just never...
I feel like that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, the longer time there is, like, between movies, like, the more you just feel like I don't know. There are just some movies that I feel like they're not going to make a sequel, and then, like, one day they're just going to be like, oh, yeah, Cloudy with a Chance... if I can talk today. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 3, that's happening. Or Madagascar 4, that's happening. Or, like, I know, well, going back to Rugrats that I saw today, I know that there's supposed to be, like, a Rugrats movie coming out in the future sometime. There was like a hybrid live action and animated one that they canned a few years ago, and I'm glad they did, because that one did not sound good. But hopefully the new one that they're working on is like 2D, and I'm hoping for 2D, because the 3D reboot that came out a few years ago,
well, that's how I feel with Cat in the Hat, and I can't believe Bill Hader, they have him doing Cat in the Hat instead of a new Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs.
I mean, Cat in the Hat, that's a very doable character for him. Like, it's very much like him. It's just the dumb potty humor for children that I feel like is what's turning it off to people that are our age.
That's how I felt about playing. I don't know if anyone saw this when it came out. I try to forget it. It's playing with fire with John Cena. That's the exact same kind of humor.
Right.
But yeah, no, kind of. The thing is, there's a massive resurgence in animated films,
yeah, it is. Yeah, they're gonna start filming in June.
Good to see it, man. Good to see it. But
no, kind of. We'll see. Again, it could be a situation where the trailer sucks and the film's awesome. There have been times where it's the reverse, where the trailers have been awesome and the film's unfortunate, aka Suicide Squad 2016. So it does happen.
And I mean, with it being like the successful, well-known IP it is through Dr. Seuss, Warner Brothers could like catch lightning in a bottle and have a very successful film, like you mentioned. Like, I wouldn't say akin to the Lego Movie, because Lord and Miller aren't attached, but like the Lego Movie was another one that, like, I saw the trailer and I was like, this is going to be the worst movie ever. And the Lego Movie was awesome.
Well, the Lego Movie was, I think that was written by Chris and Phil.
Yeah.
Oh, was it not directed?
It was. They because Chris Lord and Phil Mill, and those two have worked on, like, their first movie. I've seen all of them. They did Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. They wrote the Lego Movie and directed it. They did the 21 Jump Street 1 and 2. They did, and then they did the Spider-Verse films, which they've written as well.
Yeah, well, they directed the original Cloudy, and I think they didn't direct the second Lego Movie, but they directed the original.
They directed the first one.
Yeah,
and
the second one's not good.
So the fact that people who are seeing Project Hail Mary, if anything, it's now rejuvenizing their filmography to people who aren't familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And they are tremendous writers, and I'm glad more people are recognizing that now, because their filmography is so wild. But
being a Project Hail Mary, Rocky is the best alien.
That film, by the way, is only a couple million away from topping Mario's numbers.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's
it's
right.
at 500.
And they said the other day that they're extending the theatrical window, which
that's right.
They actually, they said they're not putting it on digital for a while, which they should, because unfortunately, when films don't do well in the first week, they dump it on, as I call it, streaming purgatory forever after 2 weeks. And that's what happened actually with Ryan's last movie. The Fall Guy was in theaters for not even 2 weeks, and they put it on VOD because it wasn't doing as well as they hoped. And I'm like, well, you won't find out now because you just dumped it on streaming.
And Amazon particularly, I've found, has been pretty notorious for that, because they just want it on Prime quickly. So I'm very. It was a very happy turn of events to see that they've really changed their approach to this one.
Yeah, I know they did that with Mercy. They dumped Mercy on streaming.
Yeah,
and thank God, because
very
that
different,
was trash.
very different scenario there, of course. But yeah.
Mercy was trash.
Yeah.
But
I like Mercy a little bit. I mean, I don't ever need to watch Mercy again. But
I don't know. It just, I was watching it like the fact that they had to have the timer ticking down the entire time helps me realize when I can go home, and I didn't have to look at my phone.
Well,
I was like, okay, good. There's 45 minutes left. 45 minutes. I can survive.
I'm seeing The Mummy in IMAX tonight, possibly like the 9:30 showing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I get the Cat in the Hat trailer. Hopefully,
attached to The Mummy,
and
you
then
probably won't.
Maybe
attached to The Mummy, yeah.
I know. Right. And then maybe the projector will break and it'll play it a second time. I'm just gonna sit there. I'm just gonna sit there.
No, the only reason, like I said, the only reason I saw it today. The only reason I saw it today is because it was attached to Rugrats, which is obviously family oriented, even though there were no families in the theater. Like I said, it was the only
My
one.
favorite was when there was one time in a theater around me. It was a kid, I forget what film it was. There was a film, and they played a bunch of like horror films trailers before the film started, and it traumatized the entire audience. And so the whole audience got refunds because of it. Because the parents went to the people at the theater and were like, "You just terrified the absolute hell out of the children." It was so funny.
I've heard that story. I know.
Yeah.
Was it a recent movie? Like,
it was like something like last year or even before that.
Well, the Evil Dead Burn trailer is attached to Mummy, so I'm gonna be seeing that tonight. I thought they were gonna release it online this week, but apparently the Resident Evil trailer was gonna be attached or something. Or not,
I'm excited for that because Zach Cregger's directing that. And they're calling it the Mad Max Fury Road of horror films. That's all I need to. That's all I need to know.
And I've never played the Resident Evil games or watched the movies, so I got some homework.
And
but
I will say the Screen Gems movies. I've not watched them, but I know people have said that they're not the greatest. I want there to be like a fresh concept in my mind. Like I will go see Zach Cregger's take on the series, and I will like let that define how I judge the rest of them when I get to them. I'm glad I've not watched any of them yet, so that way I can like go in and see Zach Cregger's vision first.
Zach Cregger's amazing.
Cannot wait to talk.
A lot of people saw it first introduced with him with Weapons. I remember him. I think he did Barbarian. Is that him?
Yeah?
Yes,
he did Barbarian. I watched that. Then I saw Weapons, so I'm very familiar with his tone. But Resident Evil is going to be fantastic because since Weapons did so well and also won an Academy Award, they have massive like confidence in Cregger's ability to craft a really well done film. And also, he was able to break the horror curse at the Oscars for the first time in years.
Right.
So that's cool. And Resident Evil, and same with like what's his name, Mike Flanagan. He's also another big director to look out for, who's primarily horror, who's now writing Clayface. So
Speaking of Mike Flanagan, I know we're talking about Warner Bros, but
Clayface.
News on his Exorcist film. That's
Exorcist. Oh yeah.
Exorcist, I don't think is coming until like 2028.
Wait, I thought it was 2026.
I think it's gonna come out. They're filming it right now with Scarlett in New York, so I think it will come out next year. Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking it was set for 2028.
Here, I'll do my research real quick.
I'm pretty sure it'll be next year since they're filming it now. Yeah.
Well, I know you said a minute ago, Hayden, that Evil Dead Burns trailer is attached to The Mummy. Evil Dead Wrath was announced at CinemaCon. I know we kind of got distracted from CinemaCon announcements, but they did talk about Evil Dead Wrath at CinemaCon, which was interesting. I forget when it comes out, but is it like 2029, 2028, 2029 maybe?
I think people were saying that it's next year. That's going to be 2027, but then I read something is 2028. So I don't, maybe 2028? Maybe they start filming next year? I don't know.
2028 might sound more reasonable, because if you think about Evil Dead Rise coming out in 2023 and then Evil Dead Burn, like that, if it came out next year, I feel like that's not like not saying that successful movies can't be made in a short gap, because we
can't really read it that well, but March of how do I? Sorry, I'll just
you're fine.
March 12th to 2027 for The Exorcist. So
okay, so it's
odd they didn't talk about it at all, man. I don't think they did. So
trust me,
I might be wrong.
a lot of films can be made in short periods of time because Rocky was filmed and finished within 15 days.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You just say Rocky, right?
Rocky, 15 to 20 days they filmed the entire movie.
Speaking of Rocky, I know we're talking about Warner Bros.
Oh,
But,
I am Rocky.
I play Rocky. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
That's going to tip 1,000%.
Oh, it's gonna be
That's
awesome.
getting a festival run for sure, and I'm telling you, Sly will be at all the premieres.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he's a producer on it. I don't know, but we can talk about that when we talk about MGM. But
were there any other Warner Brothers announcements?
Digger.
Like I know Supergirl showed
Digger.
first 10 minutes of Supergirl, or
10 minutes
I don't know if it
Supergirl.
was the first 10 minutes, but like a certain range of 10 minutes of
Oh,
Supergirl in the movie. People were
Game
saying
of
it
Thrones
looks
fans.
great.
Aegon's Conquest for Game of Thrones fans. They announced a Game of Thrones movie. Yeah,
Yes, they did.
I've not watched Game of Thrones yet.
Me neither.
Neither. I'm going to in the next few months for.
You guys are all. By the way, since I'm the only one here who's seen it, you guys are all in for a hell of a trip because I've seen.
I know a lot of what happens. I know a lot of what happens.
Just be prepared.
Girl Billy Alcock is in.
There is a lot, and I'm not even trying to downplay this. There's a lot of sexual content in the first season.
Right.
There is.
Oh no, I know.
There's a lot of sexual content. It's very high. The violence is very high. So much so that they got in trouble from multiple people, and they had to tone it down from season 2 onward. But no, the shows, if they landed 6th and 7th season, it would have been one of the greatest shows of all time. But unfortunately,
I heard the last season wasn't very good.
It is so bad that the fandom died. No one talks about the show anymore.
I'm interested
until 2 years ago when they made House of Dragon. It kind of came back, but now there's that new one that just came out recently on HBO. But unfortunately, Game of Thrones' ending is not great because the books, it's all based off the books, and from I think the 5th season to the 7th season, they totally made up everything.
Yeah,
and you can tell. That's the problem. Because season 1 to 4 was all based off the book, so he had an outline. Whereas in all the others, that from 5 to 7, it's just we'll just put this in the show.
Yeah,
and that was my issue. And HBO even told the creators of Game of Thrones, "We can give you another season if you need more time to air out your characters." And they said, "No, we can cram it all into 6 episodes, make them an hour long, because the people who were writing the show got pitched by Disney to do a Star Wars film." And then when the show came out, Disney reached back out to them and said, "Never mind, we don't want you as our writers, because if this is how you're going to treat your characters, we don't want you."
Right.
And they got dumped by Disney. Wow. So yeah, it was so bad that the fallout that Disney dropped them as the writers on their next Star Wars project. It was supposed to be the Han Solo film.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember when it all happened. But Game of Thrones, I have a love-hate relationship with, but there's still a lot to love about it. But unfortunately, the ending could have been a lot better.
Gotcha.
Right.
So yeah. But no, Digger, by the way.
Yes,
I will
Digger.
say it feels like it's 95 years since Tom Cruise's last dramatic role.
It's been a long time, so I'm very excited to see this change. I've been wanting him to do something outside of Mission, and of course, well, Top Gun was an exception, but more outside of Mission for pretty much 10 years now. So I'm very excited to see. From what I heard from the description, we've got him. He's like this really. I think he's described as this rich tycoon who's like also he's got like
he's like overweight or something.
He's overweight.
He's
overweight. There's this.
It's a swing. I'll tell you that.
He basically is like I hear he kind of turns on. It's basically like an end of the world catastrophe film.
Yeah, I found it in the description. It was very similar to Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Love the Bomb. So I thought that was an interesting comparison, and then I also quite liked that John Goodman is playing the president in the movie. Yeah. So I thought that's going to be comedic. John Goodman's great. So I think it's very interesting because I mean we haven't seen this kind of role from him. I would say since like Tropic Thunder.
I was going to say
I was gonna say American Made, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I was gonna like more American Made for sure, but more into the extravagant comedic sense. I was comparing it to Les Grossman, but definitely there is. It's both a kind. It is kind of an amalgamation of American Made and.
I wonder if we'll get a Les
his role in
Grossman
that.
spin-off. I think
the
that
thing
was
is,
right?
Yeah.
That film, I love Tropic Thunder with all my heart, but that's a film of its time that would never happen today. But
definitely not.
No,
Yeah, but Stewart wanted to do a second one. I don't know.
Keep in mind,
but...
Tropic Thunder came out before Iron Man, before Kung Fu Panda, and before a lot of those actors became unreachable. And so they were still able to afford them. That if you look at the cast of Tropic Thunder, it had Tom Cruise, Bill Hader, Matthew McConaughey, it had Jack Black, it had Robert Downey Jr., it had Ben Stiller. It's a crazy cast.
Right.
And it came out in 2008. I think it came out like 3 months after Iron Man.
I still need to fully watch Tropic Thunder. I need to watch all of them.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Pieces, but I need to sit down and
getting back on a Tom. My issue though with that film is that they need to market it right, because unless you're people like us who love film or around people who are deeply connected to their love for filmmaking, you're going to show up for Digger. But if you're a mainstream person who just watches Top Gun and Mission Impossible, you're not going to care about the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they need to make sure they market this well, because people won't go to theaters to see this. They're like, oh, I'll wait till it's on streaming. And it's not going to do well at the box office. And then Tom's not going to do any more movies like this ever again.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they have to make sure they pull out all the stops and tell everybody about this film, because I think the only pull for this will be, oh, Tom Cruise is in it. I'll go to see it because Tom Cruise. I want to see it because I know the director and I've seen all of his movies. So I know what his films are like. I've seen The Revenant. I've seen Birdman. And I feel like this film will be more in the tone of Birdman, I hope. Because Michael
definitely over The Revenant, it's more like Birdman for sure.
I can see that happening. Because Birdman was funny but also heavily dramatic, and I can see that kind of leaning into the sense of Digger. But I think Digger will do really. Also, Plemons is in Digger.
It's got a good cast. Riz Ahmed is in it too. I like him.
Healer is also in it, who just coming off of
Project. She was just in Project Romero.
So you got a big cast there. So very exciting. It's I think an October release.
It's October 2nd.
It comes in October, and so it's unfortunately skipping all the festivals, which is unfortunate because it's exactly what happened with last year with One Battle, and that also was Warner Brothers. They had a big awards movie, and they skipped all the festivals, and they just released in theaters.
Right.
But we'll see what happens. But I actually don't want to see any more trailers. That one teaser we got, I think, is enough. I'd rather go in blind, because if I know the whole movie, I don't feel like I'll be genuinely surprised. The less you know, I feel the better the experience will be. So I've seen the poster, I've seen the trailer. I am convinced I don't need a 3 more minute trailer to tell me to go.
I think I mean it's interesting because we kind of said a little bit of some opposites there, where like, you know, some of us don't want to see another trailer, but we also need this movie to be marketed really well so that people actually get to go see it, because the average Joe, like my own dad, who is a Tom Cruise fan, he won't know that this movie exists, honestly.
It's true,
yeah.
Well, same. Yeah, there's a lot of films that if I've said over the years to my own family, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't know. Like I pitched years ago Jojo Rabbit by Taika Waititi to my mom. He's like, I would never have known a film about.
My parents love that.
His imaginary friend is Adolf Hitler. I wouldn't have known about that if it wasn't for you. So
exactly.
But Digger, like, unless I don't want to feel like I have to fully convince people to see it. I want them to want to go out and see it, and not just
absolutely.
We'll see how it pans out, but again, Alejandro hasn't made a really big film since 2015's The Revenant and 2014's Birdman. So both of which won in Best Director back to back. So we'll see what happens with Digger, and it's very exciting to see Tom Cruise just kind of go off and do something that's not franchise related, which is really nice.
Definitely. It's something I've been waiting for.
So
maybe I'll tell you
it's funny. It's funny you mentioned Jojo Rabbit, because I remember when that movie came out, I was like wanting to see it, or maybe I think I maybe missed the theatrical window, and it was like getting ready to come out on Blu-ray, and I'd mentioned it to my friends who like all love movies, but like they don't know as many of the smaller like indie titles as I do. And I mentioned Jojo Rabbit, and one of my buddies was like, what's this movie called?
It's a hard sell, but
then when I went to Best Buy, the day I went to Best Buy to buy the Blu-ray, the cashier like looked at it, and obviously which I have it up there, but obviously it has Hitler on the cover, and Taika Waititi Taika Waititi is Hitler, and he was like looking at it, and he was like, I don't think I've ever heard of this movie. And I'm like, it's like a comedy type thing,
It's
like
like
dark
kind of
comedy
like
type thing.
Mel
And he
Brooks
was like,
kind of.
well, I would hope it's a comedy because freaking Hitler's on the cover.
Speaking of Mel
It's just
Brooks,
different.
speaking
It's
of Mel
very
Brooks,
interesting.
Yeah, the Spaceballs. Yeah.
we can talk
Spaceballs,
about that
yes,
a little bit,
Spaceballs,
but
the
I
new one.
cannot wait.
Well,
dude.
yeah, like Jojo Rabbit, I compared to. I'll just briefly say Jojo Rabbit. I said when I watched it, it reminded me of like the Monty Python, like Mel Brooks kind of comedies of a bygone era,
Right.
where it's able to poke fun but also still be really heartfelt and endearing without it being totally off and silly.
Yeah.
But Jojo Rabbit's a fantastic film. I still credit 2019 as like a phenomenal year for film, because that was also the same year we got, what was it, Endgame, we got Tarantino, we got Scorsese, we got Detective Pikachu, we got Captain Marvel, we got Joker, we got a bunch of films in 2019.
Yeah.
But no,
Little Women, I think, was the year 2019. Did I say Little Women? I was thinking that too.
that also came out too. Yeah.
Yeah, Little Women came out in 2019. That was 2019 was a great year for
Phenomenal.
It was a
that was
phenomenal
like the year I finally got to.
Knives Out first came out that year too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got The Lighthouse. We got
The last Jumanji.
the last. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of films that came out in 2019, but
All my friends make fun of me for how much I enjoyed Little Women. They've not let me.
Oh, no,
live it down.
Little
Oh,
Women.
Little Women. I
That's
love.
a
I
banger
love
movie.
Little.
Yeah, Little Women.
I
I'm
need to
not
watch
Fantastic.
listening to my friends.
It's a
I'm not listening
tremendous
to my
movie.
friends. I love
Fantastic.
Little Women.
If you haven't seen the 90s one with Winona Ryder, I definitely recommend that one too.
I've got it
Yeah.
on VHS on the cart. I
Kirsten
need to watch it.
Dunst, that. Oh my gosh, she's phenomenal. She's like literally like 8 years old. She's so good in it.
She's Amy, right?
She's Amy.
That's what
I
I
wonder
thought.
if she'll show up in the new Jumanji. What y'all think about that?
And Christian Bale. Christian Bale is in.
He is in. Yes, he played
Little
yes,
Women as
you're
well.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, Hayden, getting back, like talking about Jumanji, if Kirsten Dunst and Bradley Pierce make cameos, awesome.
Yeah.
However, like I know I've mentioned on a stream or two in the past, the only person from the original film that's still alive, rest in peace, Robin Williams. The only person that from the original film that's still alive that has memory of like the open world environment of Jumanji is Bonnie Hunt.
Yep.
I want her to be in this movie.
Yes,
I want her to have a significant role. Like I said, if Kirsten Dunst and Bradley Pierce have cameos, great. But I would love to see Bonnie Hunt have a big supporting role in open world, because I feel like she can contribute the most, like I said, to that open world experience. We obviously saw the animals in the real world in the original film.
Yeah.
I want her to be in this movie.
It would be a missed opportunity if they didn't. I mean,
I feel like they almost have to, because it would be like almost feels like it wouldn't work without someone being like, oh no, I've seen this before and here's how you solve it, or something like that. But that's another one. I think I mentioned it was when we did our top 10 most anticipated of 2026. It's Jumanji Open World's like number 9 for me. So I loved Welcome to the Jungle. Next Level was kind of like a step lower.
But definitely different quality.
Definitely excited to get back into it.
Yeah, not as good as Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah, Welcome to the Jungle was great.
One of the funniest movies. I will contend that's one of the funniest movies ever made.
Yeah.
Easily. Like, it's up there with Deadpool 2, in my opinion.
Yeah, oh, easily.
Well, not striking down like Jumanji, like Welcome to the Jungle's comedy, but have you ever seen Airplane, Hayden?
I haven't.
The animated film?
Leslie Nielsen. I need to watch it.
Yeah.
No, Airplane. That's one of the funniest movies ever made.
Yeah. I need to watch
if not the funniest. I love it so much.
On my list.
Yeah, definitely humor. The humor in Jumanji is great.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Again, Jack Black is coming out with another film this year. Two in the same year. You got Mario and you got Jumanji.
Oh yeah.
Both will make easy box office. Watch Airplane.
I think we should. I think we've touched on Sony, Paramount, and WB. Now maybe we should touch on Universal before Disney.
Yes. Yeah.
Universal. I know. Probably the highlight for Universal for me was Fokker-in-Law. I love that trailer.
I haven't watched the trailer actually. I've just seen the poster, but I'm so excited for it.
The other ones.
So I've not seen any of those movies.
Okay.
Like similar to
similar
to many movies I own. I have it, but I need to watch it.
I just watched them for the first time. I watched them all in fall of 2023, so it's only been like 2.5 years.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's actually pretty recent, but they're so good. They're so good. Like I'm a big Ben Stiller fan, so
Dude,
I'm kind of biased in that. But yeah, if you like Ben Stiller, easily like amongst your faves.
What?
I mean, it's so good.
He's a comedic genius. Dude.
I totally agree. Absolutely.
Not everything he does
So
works,
good.
but he is hilarious.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Heavyweights, hilarious.
Yeah.
De Niro is my favorite actor, and the thing is, what's scary to me is that Ben is the same age that De Niro was in the first movie now.
That's wild. I read that.
And so,
that's so cool. That's crazy.
And so the thing is, the Fokker movies are actually, people undermine them. They're very highly profitable. The second one made $500 million.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
It made $250 million.
Yeah.
And the third one made over, I think, $300 million, and the first one made over $200 million. So it's actually $1 billion franchise.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, they're I think that's why they're making another one. They looked at those numbers.
And also with Ariana Grande in it, I'm telling you now, you have all of the fans of Ariana Grande going to see it.
Yeah.
And the people who also grew up with the films like I have.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have a massive fan base right there. And it comes out Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun film. I think the biggest thing Universal had is the Odyssey's first. Was it the Odyssey? No.
Odyssey and Disclosure Day.
Yeah, and they said it's gonna be under 3 hours. Just watch just watch Raza. It's gonna be 2 hours and 59 minutes long.
I was getting ready to say that's gonna be the runtime.
It's gonna be 2 hours and 56 minutes long.
I'm not feeling like a lot of people, like, I know, like, I feel like right now more people are hyped for Dune than Odyssey and Disclosure.
I agree.
I'm not feeling like,
I'm not feeling it either right now. I think we need we need that big trailer to come out next month. It'll be out next month in May, and tickets should also probably go out. So I think once that goes out, once we get like character posters for like the 35 cast members that are in it, you know, I think that will start increasing the hype, because people are tending to forget like who's in it. And I think like the casual moviegoers who just go, oh, Zendaya, or oh, Tom Holland, will go, oh, they're in this too.
Matt Damon.
Charlize Theron, Anne Hathaway, you know, they'll all kind of
like they're not really.
I will say I have faith in Nolan, because the thing is, the reason why Dune is more hyped is because it's part of an ongoing trilogy. Whereas in the Odyssey is not. It is just an event film.
Exactly.
And also, all of Nolan's films have been insanely highly profitable and highly critically received. So I have no qualms to know that film is going to do extremely well. And actually, I could see Odyssey potentially making more money than Dune. But again, Nolan is the kind of director where you don't need heavy word of mouth for people to show up. Because even during the pandemic, when Tenet came out, it made $300 million during the pandemic.
Right.
And for a film during COVID, when every other film was canceled essentially, that's really high. And his last film was a hair away from making $1 billion. Yeah. So, and that was a 3-hour black and white movie. So for the Odyssey, again, I won't be surprised if the film does well. But again, the biggest thing that had in comparison was Dune showing the first 7 minutes. Apparently, I wanted to get his opinion on this. People are making comparisons that Dune could top Lord of the Rings for best trilogy. I don't know I don't know.
That is gonna have to be.
Here's the way I don't think it's going to top it. I think it's going to be number one, a matter of opinion, and number two, I think they're different genres. I think Lord of the Rings will always be the top trilogy in fantasy, and Dune will be the top trilogy in sci-fi. Yes. So I think
would it top the original 3 of Star Wars then, because it's sci-fi?
I personally don't consider Star Wars as pure sci-fi. I personally consider it as adventure sci-fi, because it's not like Star Trek or Dune, where it's heavily philosophical, notions and all these other kind of principles. Like Star Wars is just more fun.
Because I consider both to be space operas in a way, because Star Wars.
Okay.
And I don't know. And also, Dune is basically Star Wars. Right. It is the blueprint for what Star Wars is. So I have to make those parallels.
Right.
Because without Dune, Star Wars doesn't exist. It literally became the blueprint of what that story would end up becoming.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. People are getting very like overly excited, saying this could top Lord of the Rings, and I don't know about that. This could top Star Wars, because the thing is, all three of them have to be fantastic. I have no doubt in my mind that Dune 3 will be a great movie, but if it will top Return of the King is a very tall order to do. But yeah, no, the first 7 minutes were shown, and people are saying basically this could be one of the greatest films ever made.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel the same way that Raza does. Like, you would have to try insanely hard to knock off Lord of the Rings from the greatest trilogy of all time. Now, if you want to categorize them by genre, yes, Lord of the Rings has fantasy, and like they've clinched fantasy, and they always will. Dune, I would consider pure sci-fi. Star Wars isn't quite pure sci-fi. I like, if you were talking about it just from a generical genre standpoint, Dune will be the greatest sci-fi trilogy ever made. But and because I feel like it's just a thing where it's like I have more history with Lord of the Rings, so it's like that emotional connection where I'm like, nothing's ever going to top this, or just something like that.
I mean, say though,
like I said, Dune, and I feel the same way. Dune, I've loved part 1 and part 2. I have no doubt that part 3 will be just as phenomenal, but it's just going to have to. It's going to be like a game time decision almost before I make that judgment of like, oh yeah, this is the greatest trilogy I've ever seen.
I personally am not. I personally don't think the first Dune is completely a masterpiece. I've seen it now maybe 4 or 5 times, and I find like the third act really is so slow and drags. But for the second one, I consider a masterpiece. So I mean, but in comparison to Lord of the Rings, I think like all 3 are masterpieces. So
I do prefer part 2 more than part 1, but I feel like that's only because I've only seen part 1 the one time, and I'm just sitting there. Does this thing ever pick up? Or just
I will give the Dune a benefit of the doubt. Dune 1 had to do a massive exposition dump because there's so much politics and there's so much to set up. So by the time you get to Dune 2, as I called in my review, it is basically the meat of what you guys have been wanting. So there's no need to explain the world because you already know the world now because of Dune 1. So it's not as boring, and there's not as much jargon to learn. You just jump right into it. That's why Dune 2 is such a great movie. But now that's the question: is Dune 2 better than Empire? Is Dune 2 better than The Two Towers? So we have to have that conversation.
Oh, Empire Strikes Back is way
That's
better.
what I'm saying. Is it better? Which one's better?
Made, man.
I would say it's
That's that because you have to judge all 3 of them individually, which is superior.
I will say Dune doesn't have the Battle of Helm's Deep, but at the same time, I know that's all that The Two Towers has. I don't know.
the greatest trilogy ever made, in my opinion, right now, is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy. Like, that is the greatest. Like, not just talking sci-fi, but like talking like movies in general. But I will say this real quick: Beyond the Spider-Verse.
I was just gonna say that.
Y'all know
if it sticks the
Spider-Verse. Yeah, Across the Spider-Verse is my favorite movie of all time. If Beyond Spider-Verse, it's likely gonna be. Think about it like this, and when you think about this, you'll be like, "Oh, that's interesting." Kind of meta how that works. Across the Spider-Verse is my favorite movie of all time. Beyond Spider-Verse, and I know it's kind of like the same movie, kind of like part 1, part 2. Beyond Spider-Verse is probably very likely going to be better than Across, and I
honestly think it will. I think
it will because Across I thought was better than
my favorite movie of all time. Beyond,
if Beyond lands the way I needed to, it will be better than all the Toy Story films because they will have all 3 of them. That will be the greatest animated trilogy.
And
I can't argue it.
They have the same order they need to fill that Denis has to fill with Dune. Like, they have to build a finale of honestly
epic proportions,
grand finale proportions, like how Peter Jackson did Return of the King. Like, they've got massive orders to fill because they know fans are expecting to bring these stories to a close.
I think they're going for that scale. I mean, in terms of what they showed at the first, I think it was the first 7 minutes or 5 minutes of the movie, along with the sizzle in CinemaCon. I heard the descriptions and everything, and again, it opens really excitedly from the get-go, just as from where Across finished. And then the sizzle reel, it shows all these different forms of animation again that they're experimenting with, just like they did with Across. So that's really exciting. And then the aspect ratio, they're saying it's going to be made for IMAX theaters, so that's really exciting. So I think they're going very big for it. Yeah.
Well, for Beyond, the thing that I remember when the second one came out, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna release the next one next year," and I'm like, "Why?" Because I was like, "Why?" Because we waited.
I don't know what they were thinking.
From 2018 to 2023, so we waited a couple of years. I'm like, if you need time to perfect the animation, I don't mind waiting. And I just also, if Beyond wins the Oscar for animated sequel for best animated film at the Oscars, that would be the first film outside of Pixar to win a sequel.
He's gonna win it in my heart.
Toy Story.
You know, I mean, unless Disney delivers something, which I mean, if
they'll have Frozen 3 next year.
That Frozen 3 is not going to top Beyond the Spider.
No, it's not. It's not at all. No.
Well,
but you know what? Spider-Verse was snubbed, in my opinion, over, I think it was Flow that beat it. Right?
What one was the Boy and the Heron?
Boy and the Heron. Yeah, Flow.
Boy and
the Heron. Yeah.
Because I can tell you why that one, because the filmmaker of that film who did Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, all those films, they got told it was going to be his final film, and so they wanted to recognize him for his final film, and then he went back on his word and said, "Never mind, I'm going to make more movies."
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought Across was going to win, but it was ping-ponging back and forth because I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Beyond, all I know is the soundtrack's going to be amazing because I have on vinyl both soundtracks. I have the making of both films, the books and the drawings of it. I've met Shamik Moore. I've met Haley Steinfeld. Like
that's awesome.
So heavily been involved into the Spider-Verse landscape since 2018. And also, we're getting Spider Noir this year.
Yeah,
right.
We're still getting that, and that's not getting much word on that. And it comes out actually next month.
I know.
I do have to go in 15 minutes, so we should probably start the Disney presentation talk. Yeah.
And then we can briefly talk about MGM and Neon quickly. Disney, we can take our time with Disney though, so we're good.
I will say, I mean, obviously it's on everyone's minds. The big item of Disney's panel. Hexed. No, I'm kidding. Doomsday. I don't care about Hexed. Let's talk Doomsday.
Yes. Oh man. I mean, we were eagerly refreshing our phones all day 2 days ago. It was really anxiety-inducing. I was anticipating it the entire day. We were back and forth, being like giving each other updates, and then we were left with nothing but a trailer description. We got a trailer description, so. We all read that, so we'll talk about that.
Did you guys,
and of course, everyone on Instagram, like Soups and all the influencers.
I saw a majority of them.
What they saw.
I saw a majority of it. Yeah.
I was going to ask you guys, before we dive into it, did anyone see the amount of hear about the amount of security that was at CinemaCon?
Yeah, it was very tight.
They were, they had laser. But they kicked some people out of the room because they were recording.
Yeah, they did. It was wild. And they said that jokingly. They said that if they saw that you were filming, some people were taken out and just beat up by Kevin Feige. But
I believe it.
Yeah, so I don't know, and I don't.
No, I believe Kevin had John Bernthal backstage just to
But
hey, that's good Punisher marketing. He's coming out next month.
Right.
Dude, this movie's gonna be nuts, man.
And apparently they're not budging on the date, by the way.
Yeah,
so that's one of the biggest things, right? They're not moving it.
Which is good because the fan event, I don't have to move the fan event. So
yeah, that's good for you. Yeah,
that's good.
You also see that they introduced a new formatting because they're not getting IMAX screens.
Yep, it's called Infinity Vision.
I was like, what's the difference?
I don't know what to make of it.
Similar to every other premium format, I'm sure my area is not going to get it.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's actually a format. I think it's more of a certification. I think it's more of a certification like Dolby and THX. Like it's gonna have it's gonna be like, are the theaters equipped to present a film in what the criteria is for Infinity Vision, like laser projection, certain calibration of sound. It's not a new format per se, but it's more of a certification for presenting a film.
Right.
So I know it's kind of very similar, but that's my understanding of it.
Because I was about to say, I do like with a lot of national re-releases, I still have to keep an eye on my theater because a lot of them they just don't get. Did you hear about the rumor of the new End of the Oak Street movie?
I don't think it is though. I think they
I've not heard that. No.
Because it's dinosaurs. I think this
I
is
didn't hear like almost any of the Cloverfield news if there was any. So
no, there wasn't, sadly.
So did we all collectively get our Dune tickets?
Yes, I did.
No,
oh, you did.
I don't have a 70
No,
because
there's
I asked because I'm stressing out now of when the hell I'm supposed to be booking Doomsday because I have Dune at 7, and then Doomsday I have to apparently figure out if it's going to be either before Dune or it's going to be at like 10 o'clock at night because there's no way I'm seeing that on Saturday because the entire internet will be filled to the brim with spoilers, and I don't trust the internet at all.
Right.
So I have to see both films the same day because there's no way I can go home and just go onto Instagram and some person did not leak some important information.
Yeah.
Depending on the fan, like if I make it down to Austin for Hayden's fan event, I know we're all obviously going to be seeing Doomsday there. But then as far as Dune goes, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, remember what I'm doing. So Thursday night, December 17th is the Doomsday fan event.
Yeah.
And then Friday the 18th, that night at like 7 p.m., I think, I'm driving. I bought my ticket because I'm seeing it in 70mm in Dallas. I am. So I'm going to be driving. Y'all, if y'all want to tag along, man. Yeah, if y'all
if it's a sold out theater, I probably couldn't get 70mm, but I'd go see it.
It might actually be sold out.
Format.
I'll look and see, but it might be sold out. I don't know.
It probably is. Didn't like every showing everywhere sell out in like 5 minutes?
I think so. Yeah.
It was absurd.
But for the Doomsday description, I mean, what a trailer that they showed there! Wow, like the opening of Doom landing at the X Mansion. And then you've got I literally jumped I've only jumped twice for Doomsday announcements. And the first one was when Sir Ian McKellen was announced to return as Magneto. The second one was when I read that there is a fight with Yelena Belova and Mystique, and Mystique shapeshifts into Yelena in the X Mansion.
I already knew about it. No one told me what James Matt.
Well, see, I'm happy. Like, I again, as Joseph and I we were saying before, like, ideally, of course, we didn't want to know any of this until the trailer,
right?
And because that would have been extraordinarily exciting. But I wanted to, I don't want to know leaks, but this is from an official trailer description, so that's okay for me, at least temporarily. I mean, we have no idea how long it's going to be till we get the actual trailer. So that alone, I was so excited for that. And then Shang-Chi and Gambit fighting. And then the way that the trailer ends with Thor. I heard Robert Meyer Burnett's description of it. He's like, it's like Infinity War Thor charging when he says, "Bring me Thanos." He leaps into the air, swings Stormbreaker down, and Doom just stops it with 2 fingers up like that.
Fingers, man, that's crazy.
Fingers.
Wild.
I don't know how true this is, but there have been rumors that Hugh Jackman's in the film, and a majority of his scenes are filmed with Toby.
Yeah, I know.
And it's in the beginning of the film. Yeah, and that's why when James Marsden said that he's not in it, I'm like, well, if you think about it, maybe he doesn't have scenes with him. He could have scenes with someone else.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think that it's just a complete hypothesis. Just kind of just thinking of it. I think that if that rumor is true, that there's going to be huge legacy heroes that are killed at the beginning. I don't want that to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. But if it's true, I think that, let's say it's going to be Toby and Hugh, or at least Hugh, they'll end up in Battle World, and we'll see them in Secret Wars. Because they're not going to be killed off.
No.
At least in Doomsday for sure. So
it'll be a bait and switch situation.
Yeah, we'll see them in Battle World. So
because they know that Marvel knows that what the fans how they would react if they kill them
Yeah.
off. They're not going to.
They also need
No.
to
Maybe in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Even
Right.
still needs to have surprises too, because I have a feeling that we're not going to have the chair situation because that was just painful.
No,
But
that's not happening again.
I
No.
feel like
Yes.
there will
Oh,
be
yeah.
surprises though, because if they're not going to announce
Oh.
everybody, because if we knew everyone going into it, there'd be no element of surprise for the
I
theater.
honestly think
Exactly.
I think what we have right now is what it's going to be, and then as we just saw with Captain Newton announced in the trailer, I think that's the most more we'll get. Like, as the more trailers come out, we'll see like maybe one or two more faces, but I don't think we're going to get anything else. And I personally don't want to see anybody else. I just want to wait for the movie. Yeah.
I know. I mentioned that about like I mentioned that in one of our chats the other day. Just like over saturating everyone with all the news of like who's going to be back. Like it's obviously not Avengers related, but going back to what Illumination did, announcing Fox was going to be in the Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have found that out in the theater. Why did you release the character poster a week? Well, not even a week. 6 days.
6 days
before the movie comes out.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god.
Well, they did the same thing with Mario with the what was it? The Fox thing. With oh my god, with Glenn Powell. Yeah, no, I just don't know. There are some things that they just need to just try not to reveal. I know they're trying to get like hype up the internet, but at the same time, it's like
and Marvel, I feel like they like going back to Deadpool and Wolverine, which was like the last big like reunion type thing.
Yeah.
They spoiled X-23 in the final trailer.
They spoiled X-23. They spoiled Elektra a year in advance. They spoiled Blade.
They
spoiled
Blade.
Oh no, sorry, they didn't spoil Blade. No, sorry.
Someone told me that Blade was coming back, but I don't think I got.
I was about to say I had a genuine reaction to Blade.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Right.
Someone told me, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" And they walked out on screen. I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
I have a feeling.
I
have a feeling that Marvel's gonna make sure that they do what they did for Endgame, particularly because Endgame. We did not know. I mean, we all pretty much assumed that people would return, but we didn't know. We didn't know certain characters were going to be in it who did end up in it, and so like Gamora, we didn't know she was going to return in a different form. So I think like those type of secrets, they're very good about it. So we will see, legacy characters that aren't announced in the movie.
Like what happened with Channing for Gambit. No one knew about that.
Yes. That's true.
So that was a total surprise. So there are going to be quite a bit of surprises.
Yeah.
I feel like there is quite probably a good handful of people that are still left unannounced. Like just how people found weird that Tom Holland's not going to be in the movie, or there's we'll see.
Yeah.
But there's quite a lot of people missing that are quite noticeable names.
And the last thing that happens in the trailer where they said that it's in a hallway and Thor is at the end of the hallway and we just see from over the character's shoulder looking down at Thor. Thor is in shock and he's got Mjolnir in his hand and I think he says it can't be or how is it? And he just lets Mjolnir go and who does it go straight to? Steve Rogers, who's back rocking long hair with a beard like Infinity War, and he just says, "Hey, buddy." And that's how it ends. I mean, come on.
But I need to have it.
I'm in the boat that I personally wish that Endgame was more of a conclusion for a lot of these characters.
Right.
However, I will be remiss if I didn't say that I'm happy to see that these characters are going to be involved in this grand epic because I always wanted to see Captain America interact with Doctor Doom in the MCU or Captain America interact with the Fantastic Four. And knowing that we weren't going to get Steve Rogers doing that was a bummer. So I'm happy in that sense.
I think I'm kind of in between because I'm happy that it is fan service, but at the same time, it's like it feels kind of like a Palpatine situation here where it's like they should have just ended it. Not bring it back because I don't want it to be that kind of situation with the Rise of Skywalker that I potentially could have with Doomsday. Because I feel like his arc was finally done and going back to the well a second time feels kind of like cheap.
It's
in a way.
So risky. I mean, how do you give him a better ending now, right?
And also, what was the point with Anthony Mackie then?
Especially if you bring Steve back, and as the
it's-
rumors are that Doom kills his son. I mean, that's depressing, right?
It's definitely
That's
interesting
terrible.
to think about because I know they said that Doomsday is going to pick up right where Endgame left off. Does that basically retcon Steve's ending? Like, if it picks, like, I mean, and I might be thinking about this like too literally, but like way too literally. But like, if Doomsday starts with Steve and Peggy dancing, is he gonna be like, "Nah, I'm out of here. I gotta go Captain America this
they're
again."
Just retconning everything, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and they're retconning a bunch of like. What's the point? Because then it shows that you have no faith in newer characters outside of the original 6.
Yeah.
Which it shows a lack of confidence, and then all the stuff post 2019 does not matter.
From recent memory, directors that comic book movie directors that retcon their movies, Todd Phillips and Joker, those movies end up sucking. And I don't want Doomsday to suck.
Yeah.
I feel like either it's going to be really, really good, or it's going to be great fan service, but the plot's not good. I
got to be careful though, like with because I've already thought about that. Like, when I rate this movie, like as soon as the movie ends, what am I going to rate it? Am I going to rate it based on how well I like the story, or is it going to be an oversaturation of fan service without a well balanced story?
I need to take, as much as a fanboy I am, I have to take my childhood fanboy out of the equation and just judge it like I would any other movie,
right?
And go, is this something like? Does it make sense narratively? Like,
I always do that. Yeah,
they're cool characters, sure, but that's a lot of other things too. But from a film perspective, does this hold up? And it might not. Do I think that Dune will be the better film? I do. I think it will be the better movie. But will Doomsday make more money? Yes, but doesn't just because it makes more money doesn't mean it's a better film.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But with Doomsday, as I've said for months, I'm being cautiously optimistic because I don't know. Chris Evans coming back, I'm not a fan of it because also it just shows that he also has not had great success outside of the MCU. So he's just coming back to what he knows best, which is fine. But again, Downey's doing Avengers because he knew that they took a chance on him back in 2008, and he kind of owes it to the studio. To do this because he was offered a role in the Odyssey and he said no. He could have done Chris Nolan's The Odyssey instead, but he chose Doctor Doom.
And especially with the multiverse being into play now, it makes sense for there to be a Doctor Doom variant that, even though it looks like Tony Stark, it's a different person. I mean, I know because I remember when he was cast, I was like, okay, he's back, but why?
Yeah,
and
I'm very happy to hear that he's got a thick Latverian accent. That's very exciting. That's going to be very different in comparison to Julian McMahon's Doctor Doom. So I'm looking forward to that. Yes, rest in peace, Julian McMahon. Yep.
Well, and also we don't know what the runtime for this film will be. I feel like we're going to get, by the way, a Doomsday sneak peek for Brand New Day.
I could see that.
Yeah. Because they did that at the end of Thor in 2011. The ending of that film was the teaser for the Avengers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anything like history has shown us, I feel like that would be kind of because that's the only film before Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
So and if we think about because No Way Home, it's like post-credit scene before
Multiverse of Madness
came out. It was Multiverse of Madness too.
Yeah.
So I could see there being
I would love that.
An
I personally get really excited when they do that. I love that. Yeah.
I didn't even know, when I was watching No Way Home opening night, I didn't even I don't want to say I don't know what it was, but I was like, there's supposed to be another scene with the characters in the movie. Why are they showing Wanda and all that? And then I'm like, oh, this is Multiverse of Madness. I could totally see them doing it because I know we mentioned earlier the trailers that are going to be attached to Brand New Day. You've got Jumanji and Beyond the Spider-Verse, both Sony properties that were almost locks. The only way that I feel like you could fit a Doomsday thing in there is if you pull the same thing that they did with No Way Home and just attach the teaser to the end of the movie.
Yeah. and this, I also have a slight issue that they need to release this trailer, and we're like, well, it comes out in December, Darren. I'm like, yeah, but Dune released a trailer and tickets already, and it comes out the same day.
Right.
No, they absolutely need to release a trailer.
They
I mean,
need to do something.
It's devastating that we've read what the trailer is, and now I don't know if it's going to be the exact same trailer. I don't think it will be, but it could be.
We don't even have a poster.
Yeah.
We have like one. It's the Avengers logo, and that's it.
Yeah, just the normal
We don't
Avengers
have
teaser poster.
much.
Yeah.
Well, I know I said in our group chat the other day, and I'd feel stupid for making a marijuana joke, but Monday is 420.
Yeah.
Doomsday is green.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah.
day to do it.
There apparently are rumors that it is going to be dropping next week, so I don't.
Yeah.
If,
They mostly, by
if
the way,
anything, it would have to be Monday, I would think.
it's Monday or Tuesday.
Monday,
Monday, they
I
could.
guess that Tuesday is usually when they
I
drop
think
them.
what
and
they'll do.
CCXP is next week.
I personally think it would be the smart thing to do because then you can attach it with Michael, and that's going to be huge.
Right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So-
Because Michael's that's one that is going to be like Michael will make $1 billion easily.
Exactly.
That'll get
I've
the
seen that
word
movie.
out
Yeah,
that for people that don't know, because like I know for musical biopics, when I saw Rocket Man in 2019, I was like the only person in the theater of my age. Like the rest of it was like 60s, 70s, 80-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like obviously I don't think they're going to be like as invested in the Marvel lore, but like that's how you get the word out that they're like, oh, they're bringing superheroes back, and that'd be cool.
I
or
think
something like that.
Dune is doing the better rollout already.
I personally do too. Yeah.
Because they've released a trailer, they released tickets, they released the first 7 minutes at CinemaCon. They had Timothy
like
and Zendaya
15 character posters.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
So they're heavily already marketing it, and they're like, yeah, it's only April, but it comes out in December. They want to build for this. And
no, more people are talking about Dune than Doomsday. I do think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it is going to slightly hurt Marvel in the long run because they're just banking off nostalgia right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I'm sorry, but like they're being way overconfident with this movie because this is also a huge risk because with the Thanos timeline, it built up to that. This is just Doomsday. And it's like there was no gradual build up over 10 years.
Yeah.
They also scrapped so much other stuff too. So we don't know what this movie's even going to be.
Yeah.
So there's so much explaining they have to do, and hopefully it doesn't like take over the entire movie. But we know very little about. We know more about Spider-Man than we do about Doomsday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one's coming out in 2.5 months. The other one's coming out 7 months.
The
but
fact
yes,
is, do we even know when when what was it? And Infinity Wars trailer came out? I think way ahead of time.
Infinity Wars trailer came out November of 2017, so it was about 5 months in advance.
Yeah. So
yes,
and then same I think with Endgame had a similar kind of pattern.
Endgame was December 2019. I remember, or December 2018. Sorry, I remember.
Yeah, so
very well.
if anything, we should have gotten a trailer, like an ad.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, in Marvel's defense, they will say, "Well, we gave you 4 minutes. We put out 4 60-second teasers." So
and they need to start releasing or even Monday. They say, okay, on Monday we're gonna give you a 15-second teaser for the trailer on Tuesday, saying the trailer's tomorrow.
Oh, I hate when they do that. I really don't. I don't need that. Like
they give a teaser for a trailer now.
Yeah, no, they are. Everyone's already excited. Like you don't need to release a 10-minute thing going trailer tomorrow. It's like no, just give it now.
much to Darian's chagrin, they will release another 6-hour chair video.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
Honestly,
do that.
I hope, dude.
They could have done that in an email.
I thought that was fun.
It's not that the video wasn't fun. I agree. It could have been done like the 2-minute video that they ended up posting. But just the suspense, I guess, I was like, who's going to be next?
No, because they had like this slow pull into the chair and they would change the music depending on the character. What is this?
I don't know. I thought it was good. I mean, if they do it again, I won't. I don't think I'll care. But at the same time, it's like, oh, we need a trailer already. Marvel.
Yeah, because I don't want to watch another 6-hour chair video. Just give me a trailer and a proper synopsis,
right?
And then give me a time frame when tickets will come out because Dune's beat you to the punch, and they're gonna probably start doing interviews before they even release start doing press before they even release character posters.
Well, Disney's going to go we don't know yet about San Diego Comic-Con, so we'll find that out probably next month or in June if they're going to go for Marvel or not. But D23, that's a given. So we do know that they'll do a whole huge Doomsday presentation there. Now, last time for Infinity War, they actually brought out the entire cast. So I don't know if they'll do that again. I don't think they will, because that's a lot of people to schedule just to come out on stage for like 3 to 5 minutes. So that's not going to happen. But they'll still go very big on it, and it will be like a big splash. There'll be footage shown and whatever. And
don't forget about New York Comic Con as well. They'll probably
New York Comic Con in October. Yep. So I do think that strategically, like, they do have their own kind of timeline for when they'll start releasing things. So hopefully they do go to SDC. I hope that happens.
Oh, they'll be there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, also Hext, for talking D23, Hext will 100% drop the trailer on D23.
Oh yeah.
I think even before that, I think it'll be with Toy Story, the first one, because before D23 only leaves like 3 months. So I think it'll be earlier. Yeah.
But yeah, Doomsday. What are we thinking the runtime is going to be? Do we think it'll be there? I don't think it's going to be 3 hours.
30 minutes, I heard.
I'm gonna say it's anywhere between. My range is anywhere between 2:45 and 3 hours 15 minutes.
There was a rumor that it was like 3 hours and 45 minutes.
It has to be long, because if it's not long, they're gonna have one scene for each character.
Right. Yeah, I personally think 2:45 to 3:15. Yeah.
And
I'm gonna do like probably probably not 3 hours, because I know that's what Endgame was, but I will say like 3:05.
I think if it is 2:45 or that, that would be I hope everyone knows that'll be the first time a Marvel film's been that long since Black Panther 2.
Yeah, it will. I think it will eclipse Black Panther 2 by a couple minutes. Yeah,
because they have not had a 2:40 film since 4 years.
Yeah.
And
I do have to get going now. I think I've stayed past what I need to.
Are there any other panels or any like other movies that you guys were
not really? I will say for the Neon presentation, Isla Boosters that comes out next month, it's great. So we'll get ready for Isla Boosters. Kiki Palmer, Naomi Aki, everybody, Demi Moore, Will Poulter. It is.
Oh, cool! That's a good cast.
It's not what y'all are expecting, and this is my introduction into Boots Riley's filmography.
Okay.
I now have to watch more of his movies. This movie is one of, if not the most bold and insane movies I've ever seen in my life. It is not what you're expecting at all. When you're watching, you're going to be like there's one scene, I'm not going to obviously say what it is, and I will not say it because it's, my channel's family friendly, but there is a scene in there where I'm like, my jaw was on the floor. I was like, I have never seen anything like this in my life. I have never seen anything in my film journey, film life, whatever you want to call it. I've never seen it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Spaceballs 2.
Yeah, I have to watch the first one. I've never seen it. I have to. Yeah.
I was just say this very briefly. By the time it comes out, Mel will be 100, and
it'll
be 40 years since the first one.
That's awesome. Wow.
And apparently they rip into like the Star Wars prequels and the Legacy sequels.
In Avatar 2, apparently. So
they even,
that's funny.
When they did the first post for Spaceballs, they literally mocked the reading of Force Awakens when they made that black and white photo back in 2014 when they posted that.
Yeah.
Spaceballs did an exact mock of it. So they're making fun of everything. But yeah, it's just cool with getting a sequel. And it's cool that Rick Moranis is in it, because Rick Moranis has not made a movie since Brother Bear 2.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
if you guys want to keep talking, you're more than welcome to. I do have to go though, so I'm gonna exit. But thank you guys so much. This was a great stream.
Yeah.
And we have a great year ahead of us, guys. We have a fantastic year. 2026 is gonna be huge.
Oh yeah.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
See you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take it easy. But for Spaceballs 2, I watched. Do I need a? Oh, there we go. He's got it. John Campia, he was doing his Amazon MGM stream or whatever, and he said one of the scenes they saw for Spaceballs 2 was Lord Helmet walked into a bathroom and was peeing in the stall, and then one of the avatars like walks in and it's starting, and the pee is like nonstop or whatever, and Lord Helmet just looks over and then looks down, and there's like a penis joke or something like that. I'm like, I am already laughing my butt off. I am already I cannot wait. And the thing with Mel Brooks, he does not. He looked for what, 99?
He's 99,
for 99, dude.
And the thing is,
I read something that said he's the most energetic 99-year-old, and I was like, dude, for sure.
He's not even a director.
Is an energetic 99-year-old too.
Exactly.
Josh Gad apparently had a dream about this, and then he got in contact with Mel and he pitched him, and Mel kind of said, I've been waiting for this phone call for almost 40 years, and he willed the film into existence. So that's really cool. Josh Gad pitched the entire concept. He's the one who's writing it, directing it, and there's a joke in Spaceballs, which is, they said in the movie, when we come back in years from now, it'll be called Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money.
Oh,
so people were hoping the second one was going to be called The Search for More Money.
Yeah.
But they just called Spaceballs.
It's the new one.
The new one. Yeah. That's funny.
Dude, Mel Brooks' video where he announced it was hilarious, man. He was like, The Search for More Money, but I found the money. It was in my basement all these years.
Yeah.
Great.
He's insanely energetic for an 99-year-old. I'll give him that.
Oh, for sure. He's cool.
But there's so much. And also the Bond announcement, by the way, they did not make a casting announcement.
No, they didn't. Yeah.
Not surprised.
Highlander, though. Highlander that they talked about. So that'll be interesting.
And so, okay, I know we jokingly touched upon it, but what do we think about Hex, though? Are we interested in that or no?
I don't have any big expectations.
Not at the moment. I'd have to see more footage from
it. The synopsis, the plot just feels like another generic Disney Encanto, which I've yet to see Encanto. I'm going to watch that eventually because they're making a sequel, apparently. It just feels like another Disney type, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I like that witch aspect, I feel. The spooky element of that's kind of more fun, but it's having Haley Steinfeld. I don't know if it's going to be a musical or not, because you don't bring Haley Steinfeld to not have her sing.
Right.
Because she's predominantly a singer, so I don't know what will happen. But that is the one film of hers that potentially comes out right before Doomsday. So I know that she'll be asked heavily about that movie on that run. 100%, because it comes out November 25th and Doomsday comes out in December 18th. So there's no way she doesn't get asked about it. And by then, she may actually be able to confirm if she's in it or not.
Right.
So, just like how I was saying in the group chat that Hugh Jackman minus Doomsday has 2 movies coming out this year. And with Doomsday, that's 3 movies. He has Robin Hood, The Sheep Detective, and potentially Doomsday.
Right.
But Cinema, and then there's Moana. We never even got to get around to that.
Based on that first trailer we got, don't have any hope for it. It just
the teaser on the last
stream the color
really scared the hell out of me.
I'm just I'm
the
not,
second
I'm
one though,
like
the first teaser they released for Moana, I was like, oh, this teaser is getting me excited. Like, oh, this actually looks really good. The second trailer, meh.
There are more movies coming out this summer that have. There are more movies coming out this summer that I am more excited for. Like you have Supergirl, Scary Movie 6, Jack Arce, Best and Last, which I forgot to cover that in the Paramount panel. I guess Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville announced the title. It's called Best and Last, which I thought Jack Arce Forever was going to be the last one based on that name. But no, this one will be called Best and Last. And he's doing a sweepstakes to see which fans will join him on the red carpet for the premiere, as well as like a lunch with him, which is pretty cool. And I think all the proceeds, he's like collecting donations, and like so many donations get you so many entries into the drawing, and it all goes to benefit his, I want to say it's either his high school or another high school down in Knoxville where he's from. So I think that's a pretty cool way to...
We're finally getting Coyote versus Acme trailer.
Oh right, yeah,
yes, that's not Warner Brothers. That's Ketchup Entertainment, which I didn't expect there to be any word from Coyote versus Acme at CinemaCon, but I am really much word because I know there was like a new poster, but yeah, definitely interested to see where that.
New
I still need to watch The Day of the Earth Blew Up.
Sorry,
what did you say? We're getting a new. Oh wait, me or Joseph?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, you go ahead, Joseph. You go ahead.
I was gonna say I wasn't expecting much from Coyote versus Acme at CinemaCon, but it is nice that we got the new trailer. I'm excited to see it, but I also still need to watch The Day the Earth Blew Up as well.
Oh yeah,
The Day the Earth Blew Up wasn't that good.
Yeah, it flopped too. That's what scares me about Coyote versus Acme. But there's a lot of people behind this movie.
You have to think Coyote versus Acme was still being done under Warner Brothers, so Warner Brothers was still very heavily involved, and they shelved it, and Ketchup picked it up. So it's not really Ketchup's involvement; it's just their distribution.
It still boggles my mind they shelved it, and the fact that they shelved Coyote versus Acme, where all the people who worked on it, all the actors and everything.
Movie too.
I was just gonna say that Warner has been really bad at shelving projects.
Yeah. And they released the Day the Earth Blew Up last year, which wasn't horrible, was not horrible, wasn't great, was not great, it wasn't terrible, but it's just mid. And I was just like, y'all kept this movie instead of Coyote versus Acme. What are we doing? What is going on? Like,
was Warner Brothers involved with The Day the Earth Blew Up, or was that like 100% Ketchup?
I think it was. I know it was Ketchup. It might have not been WB at the
I was
time.
Gonna say, I don't think The Day the Earth Blew Up was ever on Warner Brothers like slate.
But it has to be somewhat associated because they own those characters.
True. Right, but I'd have to do more digging into it, to be honest.
And another thing that we also never got around to covering is Clayface, which is also by Warner.
Yes, Clayface. I know people were saying they got like a 4-second clip in the sizzle reel, but that's all that came from it. I know, which I think at the moment it's still being filmed, so I know there's not too much to go off of at the moment, at least until Supergirl comes out. I don't think that we're going to hear much about Clayface. Now, I would expect a teaser or a trailer to be attached to Supergirl.
Apparently, one's soon. Apparently, one's coming soon. So I read that. I think a trailer for Hex is supposed to be coming soon as well. So
if it's not like if a trailer for Clayface doesn't come in May, then they'll probably wait to attach it to Supergirl. Would be my opinion.
No, that would make sense.
I think I'm insanely excited for How to Rob a Bank because again, I think it will be his first film since Bullet Train, since he released Bullet Train. No, sorry, that's a lie. It's since Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Since Fall Guy, which came on 2024, and Nick Holt will still be insanely bold because he's filming Superman 2 right now, and it starts filming now, and the film comes out for How to Rob a Bank in September. So his hair won't even be remotely grown back by then.
Yeah. I keep thinking Clayface is still coming out in September, but they delayed it to October. I keep thinking that, but yeah.
Again, for Doomsday, I'm just really, really scared because I've expressed enough times that Chris Evans' character, I was hoping he was not going to be a main character, and he is. And that's my concern, that they have no faith in the Anthony Mackie Captain America they set up at the end of Endgame and then introduced with Brave New World.
Brave New World was just
it just fell apart.
I liked it personally. But it wasn't perfect, but it was fun.
Even they had the whole Young Avengers thing they were going to do with Catherine Newton's character and Miss Marvel, and they never got around to it.
Yeah.
There's so many projects.
I personally like Brave New World more than
I just feel they did Anthony Mackie kind of dirty because I know he was really excited to play Captain America, and now they're just like, oh, by the way, Chris Evans is back.
Yeah.
That's like
how to steal one's thunder is all
it's just like I don't know. And they bring back the top three. They bring back Hemsworth, they bring back Evans, and they bring back Downey, and it's like, you guys have no faith in the new characters. You just want to bring back the original three, and bank on what people love about them, and that's going to be it. And again, after Secret Wars, they're resetting everything.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah, I mean, it could be just the thing where it's like one big huzzah for everyone before they reset it, but at the same time, it's like, how much is it going to be like one last big huzzah as it is total dependency on these characters, like you mentioned?
We also need closure on Thor, because they said he was going to return, but I don't know if then another Thor movie, not for Doomsday, but he was going to get another film.
Right.
And they said that at the after the post-credit scene in Love and Thunder, which was a terrible movie. I'm sorry.
I'm with you. It was not.
That is not a good. That is not a good film. And that was what 2023, 2022, and we have not seen Thor since then. And they have to do a massive.
July, I think.
Yeah, it'll be almost 4 years since we've last seen Thor, and they have to do a huge course correction of what the hell was that with Thor: Love and Thunder. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and even like people like Valkyrie and all those characters, I need to see back, because they need, like, and again, bringing Chris Evans back, they need to explain it better. If they're just going to, like, as you said a bit ago, they just pick up with Peggy, it's going to be a huge disservice to Endgame. And also, if they do that, you can't watch Endgame the same way ever again.
Right. Which is very dangerous.
It will change the way you watch that movie now.
Yeah.
Because if you watch it, you're like, oh, by the way, he comes back, so this doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It takes away now the emotional satisfaction of that scene with him coming back now.
Yeah. And I know I've talked about that with a few of my other friends, and they're worried that it's basically just going to retcon everything that made Endgame great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I just hope that, like, for instance, like the Thunderbolts get a lot of attention, because that film did not do well at the box office, which is a shame, because that was, in my opinion, like the best Marvel film since like Guardians 3.
Yeah. And
I love Thunderbolts. I love how that entire tone of that film was far more serious and leaning into mental health, which they've never done before.
Right.
But yeah, and Yelena's supposed to be the new leader of the MCU. So why not just have more faith in her as the leader, as like the new Captain America, if you will, instead of just bringing back Chris Evans.
True.
Yeah. But she's shown in Black Widow. She's shown in Thunderbolts, and in a few episodes of Hawkeye, that she can do well as this character. So
absolutely, I love her as Yelena. I feel like they do need to give her some spotlight time to be able to, really make the character her own, and just give her the time she needs.
They need to give her time, because the problem is they're not even letting the proper build up, because they're like, oh, you remember, Chris Evans? Yeah, we're going to bring him back. Remember Chris Evans? Oh, he's in it too. Remember Downey Jr.? Well, he's back, not in the way that you want him to, but he's back. And it's like, but I like Yelena, and I want to know more about Bob and, Red Guardian, because you told me these characters to care about them, and now you're bringing back the OG characters and now telling me not to care about them. So what was the point?
Exactly.
It's just, it's same with Shang-Chi. I think that's a phenomenal movie, and they should be focusing on him too. Doctor Strange, we haven't had since Multiverse. Same with Scarlet. There's so much unresolved things that they have not touched upon that would take forever.
On the old popularity. Trying to bank a lot on the old popularity. It's exactly what's happening.
That's my issue. And then, I don't know. I'm more excited for Spider-Man than I am for Doomsday.
At this point, yes, because like you said earlier, not to move
on the opposite side of the spectrum. I'm on the other opposite sides.
We already have a trailer for Spider-Man. We already have like a plot synopsis and a gauge of like how the world's going to feel with, especially under a new director, because this is Destin Daniel Cretton's Spider-Man now, not John Watts. It's there are just so many things, and I feel like too, it's because Spider-Man is the most, like, you could argue Spider-Man is the most popular superhero ever, and
it's true.
I feel like they're just putting more content, and it's mostly Sony as well, because co-ownership of the characters, but it's there's just more being put into Spider-Man than there is Doomsday at this point, which I agree makes me more excited for Spider-Man than Doomsday at the moment.
I also just feel like there's more excitement for that movie because, as you said, Spider-Man, you could argue, is the most popular MCU character ever. And the amount of anticipation for that film, because we haven't had a Tom Holland Spider-Man film in 5 years.
Right.
And it's been a bit. It's been half a decade.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him for a while. And we just want to know what happens because it ends on a great cliffhanger and people eagerly want to know. Whereas, so it actually set up Brand New Day really well. Whereas in Doomsday just is throwing this in onto the audience and saying to care about it. Whereas then Spider-Man ended with the whole mind erase aspect and him going to see MJ at the cafe at the end of the movie. So we know going into Brand New Day what's going to happen.
Right. Yeah.
But,
I don't know where Hayden went.
Hold on. I'm going to reconnect. 1 second.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This technical difficulty was not planned.
Well, no, I ended up turning off my mic and camera because my sister and my dad are playing Xbox, and I didn't end up telling them. But I was gonna say, hey, y'all need to my window's right here, I can see them, and I'm like, y'all need to because I mean the internet, it's not bad, but
gotcha.
But yeah,
Darian, I was telling Joseph, Darian, can you hear us?
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead. Yeah, you're good.
If you can hear us. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, you're good.
I would say I ended up turning off my mic and camera. I didn't end up telling him, but tell my dad and sister, I can see them right there. They're playing Xbox, so I was gonna be like, hey, internet's crapping out, y'all. Come on. Now, I told my sister earlier, I was like, hey, you can play the Switch, Xbox. You need a few hours, so.
Well, I will say,
yeah,
I mean,
it's
there
working
is,
now, so.
I know I mentioned a horrible echo. You're a horrible echo.
Let's see. What were you saying, Joseph? What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, there's gonna be internet issues brewing. I think we covered everything that we can think of for CinemaCon, all the
I think for the most part, yeah.
All the other projects.
There was a few other little things, but for the most part, I mean, we could go
we covered all the big stuff from each.
We covered all the big stuff. Yeah, let me double check real quick. On my notes, I think we did. Look, I can just go down the list of what they talked about just real fast. So, I won't say the studios, but Paddington 4, an Escape from New York reboot, Breadwinner, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Insidious Out of the Further, Resident Evil, Clara and the Sun, The Nightingale, Grand Gear, The Legend of Zelda, Bloodborne, Helldivers, Social Reckoning, Bud, Spider-Man Beyond Spider-Verse, Jumanji Open World, Godzilla -Zero, Hokum, I Love Boosters, Digger, The End of Oak Street, Evil Dead Burn, Mortal Kombat 2, Cat in the Hat, Clayface, Supergirl, Practical Magic 2, The Great Beyond, Evil Dead Wrath, Nancy Meyers' new film, Remain, Shiver, Margie Claus, The Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum, Gladys, Buzz Luhrmann's Jahane D'Arc film, Doom Part 3, Aegon's Conquest, The Flood, Snoop, The Odyssey, Minions and Monsters, One Night Only, Other Mommy, Violent Night 2, Sense and Sensibility, Disclosure Day, The Thomas Crown Affair, Masters of the Universe, Beekeeper 2, The Sheep Detectives, A Cult Is My Passport, How to Rob a Bank, Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother, Verity, something like that. Tongue twister. Spaceballs, the new one. Highlander, I Play Rocky, and then for Disney and Paramount they did Top Gun 3, Doomsday, blah blah blah. Y'all know, y'all can look it up. And then I think for Warner Bros they had a few other things. They had Animal Friends, Panic Carefully, Remain, Godzilla X Kong Supernova, Untitled Fast Film, Bad Fairies, Man of Tomorrow, a Minecraft sequel, Shiver, The Conjuring, First Communion, The Batman Part 2, Margie Claus, Gremlins 3, The Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum, Ocean's prequel, a new Nancy Meyers film, Tiamo, I think. Oh, The Places You'll Go, which will very likely at this moment be better than Cat in the Hat. Hopefully the trailer for that one is better. Dynamic Duo, Hello Kitty, or more like Hello Garbage. Sorry, just my opinion. The Lunar We'll see. The Lunar Chronicles, Final Destination 7, The Revenge of La Llorona, Evil Dead Wrath, new Baz Luhrmann film, Gladys, The Flood, and Aegon's Conquest, and that's a mouthful.
I say we spend 4 more hours discussing Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, we got a lot.
We spend 4 more hours discussing Cat in the Hat.
Oh man, we'll see, man.
I feel like we got everything that really holds weight at the moment. Like a lot of it, I know is just like title reveals and release dates and things like that. I think we have everything that carries weight. If there's nothing else that you guys can think of.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that you guys can think of.
Wait, what's up with that echo? There's an echo? I don't hear an echo.
Yeah, I can hear mine.
I can hear.
Y'all hear an echo? I don't hear.
Yeah, I can hear. It's like a 5-second delay on our voices. It's like a 5-second delay on our voices.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see. My internet, Cal. We have a few more. Okay, there we go. Good to see you, Overlord.
Zach Krager's Resident Evil.
Yeah.
So are we.
Let's hope it's good. And then, let's
Cat
see.
in the Hat
Come
was a
on,
mess.
internet. Sorry,
It
y'all.
will be. Cat in the Hat was a mess.
It's going to be.
Well,
We'll see. New trailers next week or this week, so we'll see. As a Legend of Zelda, player, I'm looking forward to the film and hoping they don't make it. We'll see. I don't know. I don't have any big expectations for it. I'm not a Zelda fan, so I don't really know. But we'll see. The original, gotcha. I do want to say real quick, I do have some housekeeping news that I want to talk about real quick.
Sure.
Just for if y'all have anything on y'all's channels or socials, if y'all want to tell everybody, y'all are more than welcome to. I just had a few housekeeping. I randomly thought about it. I was like, oh, there's a few things I want to talk about real quick. If y'all have anything, y'all can go first if y'all want. Like things that are coming up on y'all's y'all's Instagrams, y'all's channels and stuff. So yeah, if y'all want to say anything, y'all welcome to.
I might do quick thoughts on Rugrats in Paris just because seeing it in the theater today was very interesting. And I know it just had its 25th anniversary in November, so being able to finally see one of the Nickelodeon movies in my childhood in a theater was very interesting. And I might take some time to talk about that. I'm not fully decided.
Yeah. Darian, what about you?
For the Rugrats?
Well, no, I'm saying Joseph, were you finished saying what you have,
I was just talking about
on the channel, or did you have any more?
Not necessarily for Rugrats.
Well, something I'm really eager to see what's coming on in the next few weeks is The Devil Wears Prada 2, and they've actually been actually been marketing them quite heavily, and I'm interested to see if that will be
They have,
something worth checking out.
Yeah, and Raza is going to Calgary Expo, so y'all go subscribe to Raza's channel as well. I don't know if he'll be posting any shorts or anything. He probably will, but Raza, if y'all weren't in here earlier, whoever's watching, like I said, subscribe to his channel. But he's he got approved for press, I think, right? Did he get approved for press?
Yeah, he's got a press badge. He's going to interview the Fellowship.
Yeah,
he's got a press badge. He's going to interview the Fellowship.
Yeah, that'll be cool, man. That'll be awesome. So yeah, proud of him on that, man. So that's exciting. On my end, really excited. The first episode, I have my notes right here. The first episode of the podcast that I'm doing weekly, recording tomorrow with my cousin. I talked to him a little bit earlier. I texted him. I was like, hey, are you still good to go? He's like, yeah, I'm really excited about it. So I'm excited that he's excited as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. So the first episode we'll record tomorrow, and I will upload it sometime Wednesday, and it'll be up weekly. I'm going to try to do each episode Wednesday weekly, and I have not picked a topic out yet. I'm going to do that later tonight. Speaking of later tonight, I am possibly going to go see The Mummy. Me and my mom, I talked to my mom about it, but then she did send me something about a thunderstorm coming. So if I don't see The Mummy tonight, definitely sometime this week. I am seeing Michael Monday night, so I can't Monday, and then the Spurs are playing as well. So I definitely want to watch my Spurs kick some butt, man. So I'm
don't worry,
my Spurs have finally made the playoff. Y'all played each other today. Gotcha. Yeah, the podcasting is gonna be fun, so look out for that. What I'm gonna do is sometime tonight, or in a little bit, I'm gonna take a bowl, and I have some topics that y'all in the chat, came up with the past few weeks. I'm gonna write all of them on pieces of paper, put them out in a bowl, randomly pick 4 at random, put all 4 in a poll, and whichever one gets the most clicks, we'll talk about that one. And I think it's kind of a fun way to do it. So that'll be kind of fun in a way. So that's coming. And then I actually bought, so I was for the Doomsday Fan event in December, I was going to dress up as Johnny Storm, Chris Evans' Johnny Storm. I today bought TASM 2, the TASM 2 suit. So it'll be here in a couple weeks. So I'm gonna dress up as a Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, so that'll be a lot of fun. So per the Doomsday fan event, got a long ways to go, but I think me, Chad, and Spike are gonna start doing promos soon, maybe in the next few months or weeks or whatever. So if y'all want news, DM me, Spike or Chad on Instagram, and we only have 125 seats / tickets available. So I think last time we checked, Chad, so we have 80, and he made a spreadsheet. Chad made a spreadsheet earlier, so we'll have more news on that eventually. Like I said, possibly seeing The Mummy late tonight, but if not, definitely this week. So the review is going to be late. I apologize about that. I don't want it to be late, but it possibly will be. And I'm going to start sending out details for the Mandalorian and Grogu fan meetup in May. I already bought my ticket. I'll have details on that, like where it's at, what time soon. So that's really all on my end. So
yeah. I was gonna ask.
This is a good one, y'all.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
What film do we think will make a surprising amount of money, just like how Project Hail Mary did this year? Is there going to be a surprise hit that we don't see coming?
Maybe Digger? I'm not sure. Maybe I need to think about that more.
Digger? I'm thinking Coyote versus Acme, though, man. Honestly, Digger and Coyote versus Acme. Really, I really think, man. Because there's so many people behind Coyote versus Acme. There's so many people that want this film to succeed. All the people who worked on it, all the actors and all that. Will it make a lot of money? I don't know. Will it flop? I hope not. I don't know. But if I had to choose another one, I don't know.
Like, for instance, Hail Mary's made over 500 million. Like, is there a film that you could see surpassing 300 million that is a non-franchise film?
Disclosure Day. I could definitely see Disclosure Day. Odyssey for sure. I don't know. I mean, you got Narnia in November. I think Narnia.
That's a franchise film, though. Oh,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Oh man, what else, man? I don't know.
I'd have to think about that one.
Evil Dead's a franchise. Never mind. Evil Dead's a franchise. Would you consider Coyote versus? Oh, that's Looney Tunes.
Yeah, because that's IP.
I was gonna say Clayface, but that's Clayface is IP based too. Hey, we got Zach. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Oh, my internet's acted up. I don't know if it came up. Why is this not working? Good to see you, man. Y'all go subscribe to my boy Zach. He does like movie reviews as well. So Coyote versus Acme could be the greatest comeback or biggest I told you so from WB. I'm rooting for. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because if WB wants to shelve
just
it,
like
and then
all of us here,
Ketchup wants to put it out, that'd be awesome. That was successful.
Which is so dumb, but yeah, but yeah, I hope it's good, man. But yeah, good to see you, man. Again, y'all go subscribe to Zach, man. Let's see. Good to be here. Appreciate it, man.
I think a film that could do well.
Overlord, I'm also having some high curiosity.
I think a film that
Masters of but that's franchise too. But yeah, we'll see.
I could see Werewolf.
What were you saying, Darren? What were you saying?
I could see Werewolf doing well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because
definitely. Nosferatu made over
because Nosferatu made over $230 million. $230 million.
Would we consider that a flop? I don't think it ended up flopping, right? I don't know if we would consider.
No, it actually made more than it was supposed to because the film.
More than it was supposed to because
it cost $40 million and it made $230 million.
It cost $40 million and it made $230 million.
Yeah. Let's see. It's a good suit, man. It's a good suit. Let's see. Fellowship of the Ring. What do you mean by what were you talking about? Fellowship of the Ring.
We were talking about like
kind of thing.
Back to the.
What were we talking about?
We were talking trilogy about, discussion, like if Dune could
trilogy discussion.
Oh, like that's right. Yeah. That's right.
I would say. I would say Fellowship of the Ring is better than Dune Part 1, but that's also because I know I mentioned earlier I've only seen Dune Part 1 once.
Okay, I think I have too. Well,
wasn't there
I think it started a while back. But
wasn't there an old Rugrats film?
I think
they did the original in 1998. They did Rugrats in Paris in 2000, which is what I saw today. And then Rugrats Go Wild, which was the Wild Thornberrys crossover in 2003.
I don't know if I've seen all of the original Cat in the Hat, but it's. I love Mike Myers. Going back to Austin Powers, like I said, I hope they make Austin Powers 4. I love Mike Myers. I don't know if I've seen all of this Cat in the Hat. I've seen bits and pieces, but it's bizarre, dude. It's so uncanny valley, creepy. Ugh.
If you look at it,
the
it's
original
just
Cat in the Hat is
campy.
like
If
neck
you
music.
look at it,
If you
the
take it
original
as
Cat in the
being
Hat is like
serious,
if you
Oh,
take
yeah.
it as being serious,
It's not good.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not
Let's see. Excited for
Very.
Jumanji. Oh yeah, for sure.
very.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm not. It's not. I don't know if I'd say it's like. I have to really sit down and really write down like my top 10 most anticipated of the year as of right now. I don't know if Jumanji would be up there. Maybe like top 15, top 20, but it's definitely up there.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, that's right. We were talking about Raza was going to interview
Oh.
the Fellowship. That's right. Yeah. So that'll be fun, man. That'll be cool. So, yeah. Let's see. Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Patera fan, good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining.
I think
Let's see. What else we
that's
got?
everything that I can
Rugrats.
think
I
of.
think that's
Rugrats
everything
Go
that I
Wild
can
was the
think of.
one I've seen.
Yeah.
Rugrats Go Wild was the one
I don't like
Gotcha.
Rugrats Go Wild that much, but that's an entirely different
like
discussion.
Rugrats Go Wild that much, but that's an entirely different discussion.
Let's see.
Yeah.
With other franchises and galaxies, The Mandalorian, Grogu's still
Yeah.
screaming cash grab for me. It doesn't give anything other than I'm excited for it. I hope it's good. I hope it's not going to make $1 billion. I'll tell you that, but I hope it. I'm going to say maybe 500 million. I'll say not $1 billion, but maybe around 500. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's a stretch. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I hope because I love Jon Favreau, and I think he's one of the people Star Wars needs. I mean, I think he's great.
I feel like we haven't
he's
heard
great,
enough
man.
on the
So,
movie though.
We'll
I
see.
think we haven't heard enough on the movie though.
I know the marketing has been. They released a final trailer the other day at CinemaCon,
Mhm.
but yeah, the trailer, like the
Mhm.
marketing hasn't been.
It's been non-existent.
Yeah.
It's been non-existent.
Let's see. Which will make more at the box office for The Rock, Moana or
Probably
Jumanji?
Moana.
I will
I say
say.
Moana.
Probably Moana. I say Moana.
I'll say Moana, but I will say this: Moana definitely because I think Moana is more people love Moana more than Jumanji. But I will say this: Jumanji, the last two films didn't make $1 billion, but they were close. They were like right there.
Both-
They're profitable. It's a very
Both Moana
successful
films though
franchise, I think. So
Both Moana films though
have made $1 billion each.
they made $1 billion too. I think
have
right.
made $1 billion
Yeah,
each.
yeah. So definitely, I don't know. I think Jumanji will still make a lot of money,
What's
but Moana,
What's
yeah.
really scary to me is that
really scary to me is that
the live action Moana will be
the live action
Dumb
Moana
Kids
will
is
be
only
Dumb
version
Kids
of
is
Moana and not the
only version of
animated film.
Moana and not the animated film.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Mhm.
yeah. It's We'll see. We'll have to
Mhm.
see. Let's see. X-Men is going to fight Avengers and Avengers Doomsday. Oh heck yeah! But it's very similar to Lego Marvel, in a way, sort of. I can see that. Yeah. Maybe. I love that game. I haven't played in a while, but I have some nostalgia for that game. So yeah, it's cool, man. Let's see. Those brand new day posters. Oh, dude, the Raimi vibes, man. I love it, man. Yeah. The one with the MJ in the lens or whatever, and then the ones with the ninjas. I love it, dude. I love it. Yeah.
Did you anyway?
Well,
any-
if y'all, I
I
think
was
we
gonna
covered
say quickly,
everything. I think.
Say, did anyone hear about
What'd
the
you
new
say there?
Taika Waititi film that
Yeah.
got announced by Netflix?
Did anyone hear about that new?
No.
No.
It's
Wait,
like,
what'd you say? Sorry, I cut out. What'd
It's
you
a
say?
new
called-
Charlie and the Chocolate
like-
Factory film by Taika
It's a new
Waititi.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory film by Taika
Oh,
Waititi.
I think I did hear something.
Oh, is that
about
a thing?
but I didn't.
I think I did hear something.
Wait, is that
about it,
happening?
but I
Wait,
didn't-
what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that was
Mhm.
really. I didn't know about that.
Basically,
Ooh,
it takes
that
place
could go. That could
after
either be really bad or
Basically, it
really
takes
good.
place after
Wonka comes out of prison and Charlie goes back into the
Wonka,
chocolate factory to steal a chocolate
comes
bar
out
to
prison,
basically
goes
pay
to the
for
chocolate factory to steal a chocolate bar to basically pay for
his family to keep their head above water.
his family to keep their head above water. Interesting.
So that's a movie Taika Waititi's working on right now, or going
plays
to
Willy Wonka.
eventually. I think that could. Oh, that could be either really bad or really good. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Taika Waititi's a great director. He's a really good director, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, obviously, I'll go see it because I try to see every movie that comes out. But I didn't know they were making that. I don't know. That's
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
We
It's
got
interesting.
everything.
Yeah, let's see. We got one more. I've seen people record the first trailer of. I saw a little
They
snippet
were
of
doing
it,
it for a
but
scary
I'm
movie
waiting
too.
to actually.
They were doing it for a scary movie too.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Call of Duty movie
thoughts on
announcement?
the-
Like I said
not a
earlier,
big Call of Duty fan. I like Call of Duty,
Like I
but-
said earlier, Taylor Sheridan, the fact that he's attached to it, I'm very confident, and I hope it'll be good.
I'm very confident, and I hope it'll be good.
Yeah. Well, all right, y'all. We can go ahead and wrap it up there if y'all want. Again,
Yeah, sure.
go subscribe to the Super Film Trending.
Yeah, sure.
And then go follow Darian on Instagram. Go follow Joseph and Raza on their channel. Subscribe to the channel down here. And yeah, we already again told y'all what all we have coming and all that. So yeah, a lot of good movies coming out, man. A lot, not just this year, but in
I
the
feel
next
like
few
we
years.
say.
So
I feel
this
like
will,
I say it at least.
I feel like we
once every year. It's going to be a good year for movies, but this year I hope it's.
For year, it's going to be a good
It
year
looks
for
really
movies. But
good.
this year, I hope it looks
And as we
really
close
good.
out this decade, it'll be really
absolutely.
good.
And as we
Well,
close
y'all-
out this decade, it'll be really good.
Oh yeah. Well, y'all have everyone in the chat, and y'all have a good week, man, and
Yeah, you as
y'all have
well.
a safe one.
All
And,
right.
like I said, seeing Michael
Yeah,
Monday,
you as well.
so hopefully,
All right.
I don't know when y'all are seeing it, but hopefully,
I'm seeing it on Wednesday.
Michael's good, man. Hopefully
Probably
it's good.
I'm seeing it on
Thursday
Wednesday.
or Friday,
Oh,
maybe.
cool.
Probably Thursday or Friday.
Okay, awesome. Well, all right, y'all. It's good to see y'all. Y'all be safe, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Appreciate
All
y'all
right, take
joining,
care.
man.
Good to see y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
All right. I get to see you. Have a good night.
Y'all take it easy.
Bye.